No, that's what I'm actually going to do. I'll put the intro music over that, and it'll be fine. Welcome to the Jersey Nerds Podcast.
Here's the actual beginning of the episode. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
So what's going to happen is I'm going to cut it at where I say welcome to the Jersey Nerds Podcast, and then your interruption will be interrupting my first time of saying welcome to the Jersey Nerds Podcast, your home for debates and discussions surrounding sports uniforms, hockey jersey design, and more. And then as I do the intros, it's just people are just going to be kind of slightly confused.
Again, you got to cut it right here. Ready? After I say 1, 3, 2. Welcome to the podcast.
No. So I'm Burkus. This is Chaos. And for those of you for the four of you,
back, everybody.
Yeah, for the four of you who listen to this podcast and aren't in the Jersey Nerds Hockey League, this might be a bit of a confusing episode. So
lots to cover.
Basically, what we've done, or more accurately, what Justin has done, is we got everyone in our 16-team fantasy league of other jersey design people to kind of design jerseys for everyone else's fantasy teams. And now we're going to be partly reviewing them, mostly guessing who designed what. It should be fun, hopefully. And normally I would be worried about this making 0 sense in a non-visual medium, but we stopped doing anything but YouTube now, so we'll be fine there.
Hopefully you're watching it. Exactly. I was thinking about that earlier today.
Yeah.
And just as a disclaimer, this is like a sort of like it's not a reverse retro in terms of designs, but it's that kind of thing where it's a league-wide alternate jersey program. We're not designing the primary jerseys for the other teams. This is just an additional alternate jersey. So fresh logos, fresh jersey designs, sort of an alternate take on each team's individual identity.
Yeah.
We are all trying to kill each other's branding, which is why it's called Pick Your Poison.
Yes.
Right.
The object is murder.
And the reason they're all terrible is because I didn't make any.
Damn.
If I made some, then we have a couple of good ones, right?
Yeah, so that's part of what's going to...
The reason I didn't actually make any is because I have depression and am busy sometimes. A lot of times.
Imagine having, a real job. Couldn't be me. So yeah, this is also going to be kind of weird.
I didn't.
This is also going to be kind of weird in that Justin already knows who all designed all of these because he's the one running the thing. But because he's recording on his iPad, Brennan will be the one running the tier list. So, and then I'm in a weird position where I submitted, I think ended up being 12 jerseys. Maybe 10 or 11. I forget how many. I submitted...
I think 12.
Yeah.
If memory serves. Because I think you had 10 and you were like, oh, here's one more. Here's one more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was right around 12 total.
Yeah. So, one of these jerseys for most of the teams will be mine. But I'm going to try my best to not let Brennan know which one that is. And also, here's the benefit of, since I didn't design it for everyone, he won't know which teams I didn't design for, aside from my own.
That's true.
If you really wanted to, I know you said you were just going to let me guess first, which is fine, but you also could just, whenever you do guess, just pretend that you're guessing for somebody else.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm trying to... The way this will be scored, Brennan, is I have submitted 12 jerseys. If I can convince you for 6 of them that I did not design them... I win. If you get 6 of them right, you win. Or I guess it needs to be 7. You know what? No, we'll say 6 of them. If Brennan can get 6 of the jerseys I designed right, he wins. This is now competitive. It's like a sub-competition. Alrighty.
We went from we're not going to compete here to now we're just competing, I guess.
Like a game
just for me. Right? Just for my own self-indulgence.
You're trying to get them all right, but especially Burkus.
Yes.
Well, Burkus is trying to get them all right, except for Burkus.
Correct. All right.
For
Wait,
15 of the 16 teams, the
we
game
are
is unchanged.
generally just
Generally
playing
working
green.
together.
We are
Burkus
working
is
together,
just playing
except
that,
for
like,
me,
on
where
his
I'll
own,
be attempting to deceive you.
without
Okay.
making it obvious that he's attempting to deceive you. Otherwise, he'll basically be telling you that that's mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool.
Also,
Blank,
I just
whenever you're ready to
realized
go,
I'm pretty sure I forgot to introduce you two.
Hi.
So
You did, and I also meant to bring up at some point that like what are we wearing, but I'll let you get into that.
yeah. So I think I introduced myself and then just kept talking. So
Yeah.
sorry about that. I'm wearing a Flyers jersey. I'm not on theme because I was confused.
Classic. I'm Justin. I mean, we've all been on here enough, but I feel like hopefully people know who we are.
This could be
Also
someone's
have
first
the
episode.
No, but here's the thing:
That's
we
true.
want new people.
Yeah.
want new people.
That's
to watch.
true.
Share this with all of
Yeah,
your
yeah,
friends
well,
and force them to
yeah,
watch
no,
it at
optimistic
gunpoint.
I am.
I have
Yeah,
officially
also have
changed my name to Saul Goodman. This is totally
I like
not a
it.
reference to anything.
I have the pleasure of being commissioner for our wonderful little band of misfits.
Oh, he
The
froze.
Jersey Nets hockey
There we
league
go.
is super fun. I love it. Kind of like who froze? I froze. Back. I don't know. But yeah, I'm wearing the I guess 2 seasons ago Louisville Monarchs jersey. The back-to-back defending champion of our league. So I have the pleasure of having.
Note that it's been
some
running
of my own
3
fantasy
years.
jerseys.
He has
Yeah,
all of the
the only
championships.
champion ever. I should have brought the trophy.
Totally no collusion.
Yeah,
Totally
definitely
right.
not
collusion.
sus
That's
at
the
all.
rules. To be fair, the rules have not
Imagine
really
just like
changed
playing
over
in
the
a
preseason.
fantasy league with just some random ass people, and then the commissioner wins 3 times in a row, and you're like, all right, what's
Yeah,
going
this
on
is
here?"
like the only setting where you would be able to get away with this, Justin.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
we all
okay,
trust you enough.
I guess this works. Yeah, which is where you guys make mistakes. Anyway, who are you, other person?
Me?
Yeah.
The only other person.
I'm BPoe.
I'm
What
Adam Wild.
are you wearing, BPoe?
Cool.
I don't know, to be honest. I just kind of found this at like, let's say Montreal 4th, I think.
That doesn't even sound like a real team.
That
Yeah,
logo's pretty
like I
ass.
doubt they exist anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not
They
convinced
probably
they
only
ever did.
existed for like a year, and then they folded
say.
because they're trash.
Yeah,
If you
definitely
make-
because
if you
they're
make a
trash.
logo-
Is this right here? This logo? Like, who the hell made that? Right?
Yeah.
I think they decided the logo was so bad after a season that they just scrapped the whole league. They were like, we can't keep putting this content out there, guys.
Yeah.
If any of you
No.
guys are listening for the first time, I made this logo. Me and Lucas Deichmann. That's how you pronounce it, right? I worked with the dude for like 2 years.
That's
and
how
I
I've
I've
forget
always
really-
pronounced
off the top of my
it,
head.
but I don't know. I've never met him.
I think I've asked him like once or twice, and then I just wiped it from my memory that I
That's
asked
like
him.
when we interviewed McElroy and he said it was McElroy and like my whole world
Oh,
changed
that's
except I
right. I
still call
always
him
forget about
McElroy.
that too. Yeah.
I always pronounced it McElroy, so I guess I have that slight flex. We have that Matt synergy.
No, that's not it though. It's not McElroy. It's McElroy. McElroy is it correct?
Which with the C is with the second syllable?
Yeah, McElroy. It's like McElroy, basically. Like is the first syllable.
Interesting. I guess we don't
Yeah.
have that Matt synergy.
Yeah, there
I
you
got
go.
tired of holding my microphone. My MacBook is my microphone now.
We have 109 jerseys to do. We should probably get to it.
Let's go.
God, we have that many. Okay, so as a you feel free to edit this out or not. I'm sharing my screen, right?
Yes.
Should I
Oh,
share
yeah.
my whole screen and like go back and forth between the tier
I
maker
was
and
thinking,
the reference
I was
images?
thinking maybe go half screen, like half screen image of the one
Oh,
we're
that's a
talking
good
about,
idea.
and then the other half the tier maker, and then just rotate through for each one we're talking
I'm
about.
still gonna have to share my screen then, not like
The
just
window.
a window.
Yeah, we probably should have said
You
this
need
up
to
before we
see-
started.
My camera is in front
Man,
of my
look at
screen,
that sponsor
and I need to
patch.
see where the buttons are. I need
Look
to
at
see
how
where the buttons
sponsored
are.
that
Okay,
patch is.
Here we go. Let's get this
Jersey Note brought to you by
file
Canadian
off of my
Tire.
screen.
Is there a way to watch a stream while also having us be bigger?
Like,
What do you mean?
on your
Oh,
end.
there you go.
Well,
Yes, I
like I
figured it
have
out.
all four. I have every like four things on my screen now. In fact,
Yeah, I just
I'm
hit
gonna
grid
turn
mode
off
and
my
now we're good.
stream because I know what that is. If I
Yeah.
can show my screen share, I don't need that.
So okay,
Because
so top to bottom.
Give me the oh god, give me the window.
Oh, you
of
put me as
everybody
Matt.
again.
That's kind of yeah. Okay, fine. So we have
Yeah.
Matt. I didn't realize you designed some of these, Justin.
Oh yeah.
Did you do one for every
Surprise.
team?
I'm not gonna tell you. I'll tell
Are
you
we
afterwards.
also good? Are we also going to compete and make BPoe guess the majority?
I mean, I'm not guessing any. So I'm just gonna comment on how I like what my thoughts on some of the designs if we're talking about that. But I'm not gonna say I think this person designed because I know all 109.
Okay.
And I actually do know. Like it's not like I've forgotten. Like I could tell you every single person one by one.
Okay.
Also, I'm not going to tell you the correct answer till the very end.
Yes,
Otherwise,
yeah,
like,
obviously.
that'll be very clear. Like,
Yeah.
If I tell you, which one like Anchorage 5 is, then that only jersey image is going to be that person for the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Are y'all ready to jump right in?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's hit it. So yeah, Brendan, they should be in order on that.
So, if I'm also competing against Burkus, let's do a little bit of research here and find out which template does he use.
No.
No. This is cheating. 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 Oh, it's too late.
Big time. This will ruin like the whole.
Honestly, that's what I knew anyways. But like,
I mean, did I submit it with equipment though? You don't know.
Huh?
You don't know if I submitted it with equipment or not. What if I just did the jerseys?
You're not wrong. Or you could have gotten a new template.
Exactly.
Maybe.
You're not wrong.
Maybe I
not
defaulted back to my old 2D template just for this.
Remember that comment earlier about 109 jerseys?
Oh yeah, good point. Okay, so
Alright, there's
Number one.
okay, so my thought for
We're talking about the actual designs too, right? Like
yes. Okay, so I guess
I love this
with
one.
the understanding we have 109 jerseys.
yes.
Yeah.
So
I really like this one. It gives me Avs Stadium Avs Stadium.
For sure.
series,
That is
which
exactly what
I'm
I
sure
was
is
going to say.
intentional.
That's exactly what I was going to say because I think we can use that to figure out who did it. Because like who likes this Avs Stadium Series jerseys a lot?
Ooh.
It's not not me.
I like that angle. That's fun.
No, it's not me. Because the Kings ones are way better
Here,
from
okay.
that game.
I have an idea. Let's see when Justin reacts.
When my eyes go, but if I react to all of it,
Yeah.
jokes on you, I'm not paying attention.
Okay.
So I won't actually do any more research on who uses what template.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Justin uses this one for reference.
Yes.
But like,
But I'm also
considering
pretty
that,
sure
like,
he was
multiple
very.
submissions-
I'm also pretty sure he was very harshly against how the Avs collar thing works. So I think we can safely eliminate Justin.
Well, again, I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure he uses this one. So.
Yes. Yeah. Who?
I'll use it this time.
Now, important
I
note:
have another one.
is Chris like St. John's Chris or
Yeah.
Ramirez
Oh,
Chris?
Yes. Yeah. So Chris W. Chris from Calgary.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me. Can I
Yeah,
edit that?
Good note. I thought I had it as Chris W. But oh no, I had to make this twice, so I guess
Yeah.
I forgot the second.
Yeah.
time.
There is no
Yeah,
LA
I'm
Rams
counting those,
concepts
like-
here.
Yeah. Correct.
Uh,
Yeah, and otherwise there's only one person named each. So
I think-
it should be good for the rest of them.
Nate uses this
Please.
template.
I just gave you a poop reaction.
You're dogging my tier maker.
Oof.
Oh, I can't undo it either.
Oh no.
Give it a smile. And I'll offset. Don't worry about it.
Here, I'll give you one of.
Okay.
Oh, wait!
you
I
can
can
only
give you
give
two reactions. Okay,
poop
I'll
went
give you
away.
those two.
Okay.
The poop did go away.
Um.
I unshitted.
Honestly, I don't think we should worry about templates too much at this stage.
Yeah.
Um,
I will say to make this one not take forever and two be a little more fun. Once you put a jersey somewhere and move on to the next one, it's locked in.
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
that's fair.
So like if a couple of jerseys down the line, you're like, oh, this really feels like this person's style, but you've already said this one is associated. You can't say, oh, this one matches the template. So once it's in, it's locked. I
Okay.
think will make it a little
That
more
said,
fun too.
that said, are we allowed to like move on and do the next jersey and then come back without locking anything in, just leaving it at the bottom?
I would just go. I think it's just simpler to
Yeah,
do
I think
a
just
one
lock
by
it.
one.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I'm
go in
thinking
order,
Noah,
lock it in.
to be
Ooh.
honest.
That's kind of where my thought went too. Does he use this template? Do you remember?
I
I think he
believe so, but I'm
does.
not certain.
Or is it? It's either that one, or I'm just gonna skip ahead for reference. That template. It's one of these two.
Yeah.
I know he uses an Orion one. I'm like 90% sure.
The thing is, it also has to be someone who isn't super familiar with how. Oh, I don't know how I can say that. Okay. Um. I'm thinking Noah for this one.
It does have to be someone who's not this team.
I was
as
just
well.
thinking with that's
Like
true.
you,
with
I don't.
the
Yeah,
I don't know
whose
if we
team is
clarified
Anchorage
that.
again?
Nobody was designing
With-
their own jerseys for
Yes.
with
this
the
person.
understanding that there's 109 jerseys, what do we feel about a minute 30 time limit on every jersey? And I can keep a timer and cut you guys off and say,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
probably
do
a good
that. We're gonna
idea.
need that.
We
I'm
feel good
I'm
about
cool.
a minute
I'm
30.
cool with locking in Noah if you are.
Sure,
I was gonna
let's
say,
do
I
it.
think this one's time. All right.
Fuck it.
Okay.
Next concept.
Alright.
Timer has begun.
So,
Another Orion one.
Again, feel free to give your thoughts too. But
They
more than
missed-
a minute and a half.
They missed the Adidas thing on the back. Okay, first off, yeah, this is a
I
good
gotta
concept.
say,
I like it.
I gotta say, I love the gradients in just every single one of these designs.
I
pretty
really
much.
appreciate how similar this one.
Oh,
the one
also,
next are.
Probably worth pointing out too that this one won the Twitter popular vote. As of the time we're
Oh,
recording, we
wow.
don't have all of that data
Yes.
because some of them haven't been unveiled. But as of
Do you
now,
have that all?
that
do
is
you
the
have
winner.
that all in front of you, Brendan, for the rest of the teams, or do you want me to pull that out?
You might want to pull that up. I just remember
Okay.
that one. So this one,
Yeah.
again, we've got that.
Yeah. They missed the
I'm
Adidas
kinda-
logo on the back.
The
So
logo is a
No,
little
they
small.
didn't. What do you mean?
the Adidas logo on the
Should be
back should be a
Maplewood
Maplewood, right?
Oh, that. Okay, that's what you mean.
Because Maplewood is the official
I thought you
jersey
meant there
supplier
was-
of the
I
this
thought you meant
fictional
there was
hobby
just
league.
nothing there.
Truth. And real jersey supply. For me, at
Who?
least.
Okay, so Dallas isn't on the table because that was
Yeah.
Hmm.
could be Chris too.
See, the weird thing to me is that Will and Chris are both here, and I think they both use sports templates.
Do they?
Usually.
I forget which one Chris
think
uses. I know Will uses sports templates.
Because with the competition that we just did, let's plug the lightning round. His concept.
I was
was-
wondering what that timer was going off, and then I realized that's my timer. for us.
Oh,
So that's a minute 30. It's time to
yeah.
lock
So
that in.
I really like this. My best guess is Chris too,
Chris too.
my
or
thought is-
Justin. It could be Justin.
My thought is Nate, just because
Nate?
I don't know if I know his designs as well,
That's true.
and I don't think Chris uses that template. But you
Okay.
really do never know, I guess.
Yeah, I'm
So,
cool. I'm cool with Nate.
Okay.
Cool. That's 1 point for me.
Hey, you can't see that yet.
Oh, did I not say it to the end?
I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah,
was kind of
yeah.
thinking that, but I was looking ahead too at this one, and I was like, this looks more Burkusy to me,
Okay.
and it's that template.
Okay.
so-
From now on, I won't say it until we do
So-
all the teams,
Tou-
or like we do
touche.
all the jerseys for each
Yeah,
team.
we'll do it.
So
Yeah, we'll reveal at the end how many there are. Because now you've given Brendan the heads up that this is the template you use.
fuck.
I knew that anyways.
Yeah. Now you know for sure. But yeah, Burkus, you just made your life a heck of a lot harder.
Oh, damn it.
Can I open?
Okay.
I'm trying to open these images twice. I don't think I can. I can't. I wanted to open the images twice.
So that you can zoom in.
No, so that way I could see them on one screen, and flip through the different concepts
Oh,
at the
I see,
same
I
time
see.
that I have it displayed for you guys.
Yeah,
Now,
that's just not
see.
super worried about that. Okay. So fuck, I messed that up. That might be the only point you get now.
Now,
Anyways,
having looked through all of these designs, the
mhm.
template is an interesting one here because I've seen it on at least a couple other ones, and I know in Jordan, I believe Justin said submitted all 16 teams, but we haven't seen all 16 teams, and this
Yeah.
is something that
Also,
I don't know if I've seen this template before now, really, or at least
this is
rarely.
beautiful too. I love this jersey.
This
It
is
is really nice. Yeah,
yeah.
It's funny to me
and
how
it
similar
is
this
definitely similar
to-
with yours. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say it's cool. Like it's basically take this yoke and just keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, that's a good point. A little bit of a thicker gradient.
Yeah.
And I guess too, like if we want at the end of each team, I can tell you who designed each logo that was used. At the like when we finish all the Anchorage ones, because those will be unveiled by the time we do that too.
Yeah, let's do that too.
Yeah, we won't guess it, but I can tell you who they are.
My thought is Jordan for the jersey.
The thing is, with this one, if we get this wrong, we're gonna get every
Set a timer.
jersey with
Well, you
this.
can change
that-
too if you think.
Yeah, we
if you
can
think
change, and
Jordan.
we don't need to
Yeah.
lock in every single template.
Yeah, you just accept
okay,
that this
that's
one
fair.
is wrong, and the person who
Yeah.
did this template is someone else.
That's
my
thought.
gut also says Jordan. I'm cool with going Jordan here.
Okay.
Lock it in.
Okay.
All right, a minute 30. On the next one.
All right.
Okay.
This one again, if we're looking at templates, then we think Will and Chris use this one. It's between those two.
Yes. Unless Justin threw us a
Oh my
curve.
god, the socks are just gradient. I
Yeah.
both love and hate that.
Yeah, this is the jersey I both love. So, for those of you who are still choosing to just audio only this, the entire body of this jersey is a gradient from what I would call like a mint green to a neon pink. That's the entire body of the jersey.
Which is,
And then
that's the gradient element on all of these. But yeah, this one is a whole jersey.
yeah, like
Minus upper arm fill in black and hem in black, but yeah, otherwise. And,
Yeah.
and gradient arm, or gradient arm numbers and a gradient helmet, which is bonkers.
shout out for the gradient helmet. That's a fun
Yeah.
You
Realistic?
got 35
No.
seconds to
Fun?
pick a
Yes.
person.
It's a fantasy league, who cares? My thought, I'm leaning Chris, but just barely.
Yeah, I don't know how out
Do you have
there
any
Chris
thoughts?
gets versus Will.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Part of me wants to say one of TJ or Travis, just because of how out there this concept is.
You're not wrong, but wasn't
TJ is this
one of
team.
them
That's
was
a
like-
good point.
one of them was like Chrome Dome.
And also,
That's also true.
TJ is Anchorage.
Didn't
so-
Gwinnett freak out over or one of them freaked out over the Chrome Dome? So meaning
Time to
they
lock
probably
it in.
designed it.
Time to lock it in?
I'm gonna
Or,
go
I mean, a lot of people are gassing up their own looks. I'll admit that.
that too, yeah.
Yeah, I've been
I'm
trying
thinking
not to do
Chris.
that in the Discord.
But
Me too.
I mean, realistically, I think either of them could have done it.
All right, who you got, folks?
I'm going to say Chris.
Okay, let's lock that in.
Okay, Chris is
Alrighty.
locked in. Next one.
30 on the next.
I hate how obvious this one is. Just because of the template.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, Travis uses this template, doesn't he?
Wait. Wait, hold on. No, I was thinking of Puckman uses the template.
Yeah, no.
Who's not in this?
He's not in this league.
Surprise.
So-
He's submitted 15 as well.
If I'm correct, this is the
So,
I
yeah, because TJ is using the Affinity one now.
yeah.
He got
TJ
a
uses
match.
the Affinity one,
Well,
and
he's like a month past his free trial of Affinity.
and he is also Anchorage,
During the month.
so we know this isn't TJ.
That too.
We
Yeah.
can't do that, yeah.
So my theory for this is that this is, if I remember correctly, is the only Anchorage concept to use this logo. It also is. I'm trying to figure out how to say this nicely. In terms of concept, a very simple logo. So, I think this is Travis, and he's pumping up his own logo.
I just realized too, I might not tell you the logos after each team because if I tell you who made this logo, that might give this away. Or I just can and we can say whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, like more than likely,
Yeah.
people are going to use their own logo, so that's a little bit.
I mean, we could always
It might
round
include you.
we could always round to the back or like
Yeah.
come back to that at the
I mean,
end. Do what logos
will.
and look at all the logos that were submitted.
Yeah, and we could do that. That's true. And I will say too, like there are some people who didn't use their own logo on a concept. Like someone else made a logo. I guess they ended up liking more, and they said, you know what, I'm just going to use that, which I think is awesome. But anyway, that's your minute 30. So it's time to lock that baby in.
Yeah, I think we can both lock that in. I think we're both thinking that, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. We should probably plug all of these guys' socials when we post this.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure. No, there's some.
This one's real good. This one's real good. I think it's Justin's.
I really like that.
I'm not the biggest fan of this one personally. I don't mind it. I just think that the rest of them are a lot more fun. Like I think this is totally fine and it's a normal jersey. No. I think there's a lot more fun to be had here. I don't dislike it, but
Justin wasn't talking like this about any other jersey, was he?
No.
he didn't really talk about the design of anything else.
No, super really.
I'm not trying to use my commentary.
Execution error spotted. The stitching is showing here on the left arm and not the right arm.
Seems like something Justin would do.
Oh wait, there is no stitching on the right arm.
Or any of the other arms. At least not on the other left arm on the other side. No, but I mean on the next on the back. The left arm doesn't have stitching.
Yeah, so that is a direct result of my template, which the problem is Justin and TJ both use it. It's the way that I interpret that template and like have different like symbols set up to automatically put things places.
Okay.
So like I have a like arm fill thing, like an alternate arm fill that overlaps the stitching.
Really careful with it sometimes.
Or that doesn't overlap the stitching, sorry. And then I have the striping that does, because that's how stitching
fun fact, y'all have spent
works.
Almost no time talking about who we think this one is, and it's been a minute 30, so it's time
to It's yours, that's why. I honestly think this is Justin's.
That too.
Because
I'll go for that too, even though I think there's a decent shot it's TJ.
Well, no, because this is TJ's team.
Oh, stupid. Imagine if we get
That's true.
Team.
I was waiting for y'all to do that. I wasn't gonna say anything at the time. But once after you locked it in, I was gonna be like, "Well, there's one that's definitely wrong."
All right.
I could probably see this one also being Justin, but
that is true. Yeah.
We can't flip them, but I'll throw out the comment.
Cool.
Alrighty.
So this is the last one. This is where I originally would have thrown it to Burkus.
Yeah,
because it really gives Burkus design, but since he kind of already blew it.
Unless I'm 4D chessing you. Unless I'm doing a 4D chess move.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay, if you were 4D chessing, Justin's a good actor.
Fair.
Because he was like, he totally played along with you.
Yeah, we jammed about it beforehand.
When you went to get something, we were like, hey, so on the first team here, you're gonna say, haha, I'm up 1-0, and I'm gonna get mad at you. And then we'll save your concept for the end, and Brendan will be so confused.
Yeah.
And you somehow did that, even though I was in the Discord call first with Burkus.
True.
Yeah, but when you went to get your rack thing, the penguin rack.
True. So, oh yeah, that's hanging up and you can't even see it.
Realistically, there's
two options.
I feel like there's only one thought for it. Well, but Burkus already told you which one's his, so there's no.
No, but unless I was lying.
He's gaslighting.
Unless I was lying.
So yeah, so it's Will or Matt is the only two options.
So do you think I successfully gaslighted you?
Or something you can do if you want to put two teams on someone. Or two, like if you think I actually made this and you got it wrong before, you just eat that one as wrong, and you can also so you could double up.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm low key. This almost feels like Noah, like just his design style.
So it's been a minute 30. I'll give you some bonus time since we talked a little bit, but we'll have an extra 30 seconds.
I don't know if he'd be that aggressive on the gradient though.
That is true.
I feel like because this is so aggressive on
I could also see it being Nate, because again, I just don't know his design style very well.
True.
All right. And then something I realized I will do is I will tell you what your grade is for the team. Like I'll tell you, you went 1 for 7.
Oh, I
Just
like
so
that
you know at the
idea.
time.
Yeah.
That's a good
But
idea.
I won't tell you what's right or wrong. So time
Okay.
is up for a second time, so it's time to lock it in.
What are you thinking, Burkus?
I think either if you think it's me, me. If you don't, I'm thinking Nate.
I'll go Nate too because I don't trust the 4D chess.
Okay. Justin, how do we do?
Yeah, so we have. I'm going to set up a running total here on the side as well. So how many total do we have here? Is that 7?
Yes.
8?
7.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
7.
Am I
You've
safe to
got
stop
the-
sharing my screen for half a second just in case?
Sure, if you want to.
Since we're doing this, and then because I want to try and open these in a different program.
You've got 3 out of 7, or
Okay. I don't know if that's good or
43%
bad.
so far.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
not
good or
great.
bad for what I was expecting. I mean, it's not great in total, but like this is a lot harder than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
Like as soon as we started out, it's like, oh wow, this is a lot harder than I thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for
Yeah,
that
and it's
standard,
the
I don't
first
know
team.
if
Like
this
I
is
feel like things will start to make more sense maybe as we go along.
true.
Maybe not. Yeah.
All right, let's share the screen again.
So yeah, 3 for 7 on the first, and I'll give y'all as we do more teams too. I'll give y'all like what the total.
I'm sharing
is,
the right
like,
screen,
your
right?
Averages overall.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just need to click watch stream because I'm an
Okay.
idiot. Boop boop. Cool.
Alrighty. Time for Cambridge.
Cambridge, Massachusetts. Just kidding. It's in Ontario.
All right. So we got 3 for
This
7,
is-
and
This
okay,
is Will's.
well,
It's
Yeah.
fine. I'll put it over in a text layover. It'll be super easy.
well, I was about to say,
Oh,
should we
like,
move
what-
like this move Burkus's concept up to his? But I mean, yeah, I guess that's
No,
a different
keep
scenario.
it.
So
Yeah.
we'll keep it. It's a that's true. It's a symbol of my defeat.
Yeah. All right, a minute 30 starts now on this one.
Okay. So again, we're looking at this template, and let's see.
I love this jersey so much.
This is really good.
That one is really fun.
I think this is one of the strongest in this
This is,
team.
I will mention because I pull it up. This is the popular vote winner for Cambridge as well, and I think
True.
very deservedly so.
Yes.
So again, if I'm going template wise, I'm looking at the other one, and I almost feel like that's more Burkusy than this one. So that's my thought going into this, that this one isn't Burkus. But now the question is, do we even have the template right for like Noah and stuff? So like, I don't even know how much credence I want to put into that.
Yeah.
But,
No. This
yeah,
is like
I would definitely.
There's a couple that I know with a
I'm
little more
following
confidence.
Yeah.
There's a
This
couple
one-
template
this one
users I know with a little
honestly-
more confidence.
this one honestly very much feels like a Noah concept.
Yeah, I kind of see that. Yeah, I think I do.
So I would lean towards Noah
You
here.
walk it in early.
Yeah.
Says the guy who's trying to gaslight the guy into getting his wrong. Just keep that in mind. Burke is like, I'm 100% sure this is not me. Don't pick me.
I mean, it could be me. I did say it was the best in the group.
Fair. Burke says, my jersey is shit. It's not this one because I like this.
Yeah.
Alrighty, that is a minute 30.
I'm leaning towards Noah. I'd be down to put Chris too.
Ooh.
Again,
Good
I
night.
don't think Chris 2 uses this template.
Good, I forgot about
I'm
that.
like,
Yeah.
Well,
Good thing I'm not doing this by
very
myself.
I'm very confident in that. Again, just like assuming that he didn't switch it up for some reason. So I'll agree with you and stick Noah here. Stick that with Noah.
So, are we assuming that Noah just is 2 for 2 with designing the popular vote so far? Is that how we're doing this?
I guess so. Even
Alrighty.
though I think we were wrong on that first one, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Again, I wouldn't be shocked if that was ultimately Justin.
Okay. Cool. Next boy.
I mean, it'd be bold to assume Noah used 2 different templates too.
Yeah. Next boy.
Next one.
Just that means you BPoe.
Bam.
This one
Rumble
slaps.
Anchorage.
This one
is really fun.
This one's fun.
It's like it's 90s, but not in a bad way either.
Yeah, no.
The Tusk Arms is really fun.
Yeah.
I was about to say something and then realized it would give away which one I did to an extent. So I got.
I can't say I'm huge on the like Phantom Yoke, but like
Yeah.
there is, if without that there isn't really anything going on the sleeves aside from the tusks either. So like
Yeah, I think
get
a
it.
Phantom folding for you.
I like how it plays into the collar though.
Yes.
Yeah, I like how it plays into the collar. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I mean, I think again, template-wise, I think the answer reveals itself. Assume we're even correct on that. But
see, that's
the thing is,
really
doesn't
funny.
Will
Like,
does Will also use this
50 of
template, or does he
these
use Chris's template?
yeah, again, I'm pretty certain Will uses.
Wait, no, this is Will's team, so it isn't
That
Will.
y'all have almost stumbled into doing that on both teams before. And funnily enough, on the same template, because it was this jersey for Anchorage.
It could also be
TJ.
TJ.
You were like, maybe this is TJ.
Right? Because TJ also uses this
Yeah.
template, right?
No.
Oh.
I'm trying to think. I don't know how long ago he
TJ
started
has
using it, but
used
he
this
uses.
template, whether
Yeah, he uses
it now
my
or not.
template now. He uses my template, my
Orion's
version
template,
of
to
Orion's,
be clear.
my version of my affinity-ized version of this template. So
Yeah. All right, that's 1:30.
I'm fine with saying Travis if you are Burkus.
Yeah, I'm thinking Travis here. Just the obvious choice.
Next one. Here we go.
Next boy.
It is, before you start the timer, it is an interesting thing that, like, say TJ was still using this template at the time he made these concepts and submitted them as is. We didn't have Anchorage to try and dissect that design style. Although also worth considering that I don't know if that template has been used on any other concepts other than like one per team at this point.
Well, I mean, the same designer might not. So, like, it's possible that if
that's a good point too.
TJ,
But
Travis
like,
did 8 of the teams, and TJ did 8 of the teams, and it just was a, it's a less likely thing, but it's possible.
Yeah, if 2 people use this template on the same team, then it's a giveaway. Okay, 2 people are using this template.
2 designers have used it. Yeah.
Correct.
All right, on to the next.
Cool.
On to the next. So, template-wise, again, Jordan here. Design style-wise, this is such a tough tell because there's not much going on here.
Yeah, it's basically the Red Wings with the Predators yoke.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was like not a
Tusk
fan
yoke
of this
is
design at all. I was not a fan of this design at all until I saw the Tusk yoke, and like as a result, like I kind of love it because I feel like if you did anything more, like if you did the Tusk yoke plus a busy design, I feel like it'd be a lot. So like I think keeping it simple otherwise is nice. I think there could be a little more done, but I like that it's Tusk yoke and then relatively simple rather than Tusk yoke and more like excitement.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at as well. Mm-hmm. That like I think there could be a little bit more going on here, but the Tusk yoke is very sick, and the Tusk pants too. You know, you can't really see the whole pants design from the side, but like you can, see the design there. Also a very cool detail.
Yeah, this would be very fun as a real life jersey for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gives me like college team.
Yes. Big, not
it's
UMass.
It's sort of a stock jersey.
Boston College.
To give it some uniqueness.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a good way.
Already 10 seconds to lock it in.
I'm cool going Jordan again.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. I want to like look through all of them and see just if every single team has this template, but that feels like cheating, so I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Okay. Next one is so far, I believe, the only gray concept for any of the teams.
Here, we got to get some ASMR ready.
So far, yes, there are more down the line.
Oh, okay.
Like, and there has been a gray concept. Like, there's been a couple gray concepts already unveiled. So, like, you'll see them.
And gray.
gray. I like this one. I think I don't know how much of that is me seeing a quasi Blue Jackets template, but actually good, and
Oh, the potential.
how much is that it just being a very solid jersey. So
I
It is
like
really
it, but I don't love
unfortunate,
it. I'll
like-
say that.
yeah,
It's unfortunate because like full length yolks definitely have potential, but the Blue Jackets just use them so poorly.
yes,
Yeah. In
and
general, like
they also
I'm very like iffy on anything that's like a full length yoke. You got to do it right for it to work, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And-
Same with
Blue
gray
Jackets.
jerseys, honestly, which is an interesting combo. For
Yeah.
things that are really hit or miss for me, both of them are here.
It's
Yeah.
two total
Yeah.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
also,
Really well.
full-length yolks look terrible on jersey templates. At least in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a really interesting insight. I think this is either Justin or TJ specifically. Unless somebody else uses my version, because the way that the shoulder lines up here, this stripe, looks exactly the
great,
way that I
yeah.
designed it. Because
That's
again,
funny.
for reference, the version that I made, it has like, you know what? Let's pull it up right now and make sure I pull it up on something that it doesn't
You have
matter that you
6
guys see.
seconds to pull it up.
I won't pull it up now. I'll pull it up after just to show you guys. But
Okay.
Alrighty, that's time.
I'm thinking Justin, to be honest.
Ooh. Yeah, I like
Burkus
that.
was not thinking Justin.
No, I was not, but I like the call. Yeah, I'm cool with
Now
going.
that you mention it,
You're cool with going Justin?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So let me pull up real quick just to show you guys. I want to, well, mainly Burkus, because Justin knows exactly what I'm going to be showing here, because he uses this.
something I just realized, not because y'all are
Lightning
doing
call.
it right now, but I may stop telling you how you did. I'm just going to tell you how you're doing overall. Because if I ever tell you you got 100% on a team, then the rest of the exercise is moot. So I will tell you what
Okay.
your overall success rate is, but I will stop telling you per team.
So I could
so
just write
that means
down
we're
what
going
we
100%
got.
so far. I'm joking.
I
You are
could
not.
just
You are not.
I could
I could confirm you are not. I just thought of it.
I could just write down so far like what we did for Anchorage and then just do the mental math.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could do the math if you really, really wanted to.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
Y'all
won't,
even
for the
remember
spirit of it, I won't do it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so yeah, on the left side here, I have the layout. This was my submission for the
Lightning. I was about to say. So now we know who did
Lightning
this
round.
concept.
um.
Well,
It's
it wasn't anonymous in the lightning round.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Now we know
too,
what
if
we already
I
know.
do, where is it? Full length shoulder yoke. If I hit yes on that by just filling that in, then it ends up making I need to pick a different type of yoke, I think.
Excellent exercise here.
Oh, it's because it's an image, right? See the way it lines up?
Yeah.
That
Right,
looks
the stitching
exactly the
doesn't
same
hit.
to how that template was.
Yeah. Alrighty, on to
Which leads me to believe that it was one of them. I wasn't expecting to get these kind of insights out of this
Yeah, I know.
exercise, but it's fun.
right.
Yeah.
It's interesting seeing.
I
other
wasn't
people
expecting
use
to look
the
at
same template to do it.
and be like, I wasn't expecting to be like, oh, this is exactly how it looks on my template
Yeah.
Why do I keep calling it mine? It's not mine.
The template you use.
Orion made this.
Yes.
I just made it.
I made this.
That's
I
all
made
did.
this.
All right. Next
Alrighty,
boy.
on to Cambridge 5.
Cambridge continues. Let's get ready to continue to rumble.
Justin, who made this one? Quick question. Quiz. Lightning round. Who made it?
A Jersey Nerds GM.
Damn it, I tried.
Presumably one of the 9 on the screen. That would be really funny if I forgot one of the designers. It's like, oh shoot, can you add a column for Brendan? I did totally put those names down from memory, so that is a possibility, but I don't think that's the case. I think I actually did a good job.
Yeah.
Any thoughts here? Any at all?
I I'm
Oh
not
man.
sure.
It's pretty. It's pretty.
It is
That's
pretty
my
good.
thought.
I love
I
that
like
pant.
it.
That pant stripe is
It's
really fun.
simple.
I love that pant.
It's
Yeah.
simple. It's simple and yet, oh my god, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I love that. It's simple and yet effective.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not exciting terribly, but it's so pretty.
Mhm.
I was about to say my thought goes to TJ because the execution is wrong, but actually, no, it is very right. I mean, like, I was looking particularly at the arm stripes. And I say that not because TJ doesn't have like an eye for detail, but just because he's made some mistakes with the template because he's so new at like using it. And it's with the stitching coming through here and down into that. But that's actually technically correct.
It's so weird.
I think teams have done it different ways.
Yeah.
I think different teams have done it different ways. But
Yeah.
like, if you look at like Toronto, they have it go all the way through and they have their stripes overlap. So
Yeah.
technically,
We're
on
at
that note, with the
minute-
stripes so small, I still wouldn't
minute
hate
and
throwing
30
it
here.
there. But
Who do we think on this one?
do you have any thoughts, Burkus?
I'll be honest, not super really.
I mean,
Part of me
I'm
agrees
kinda
with
down
going
to just-
TJ because
Sorry, go ahead.
part of me agrees with going TJ because to be blunt, I really don't like this logo. I think it looks ghosted in a weird way. And
Yeah, you are kind of right. It
To
does.
be fair, I can tell you TJ did not design any logos. So the logo decisions were made by another designer. Whether this is TJ's.
I know,
TJ
but
did not
like,
make any logo.
I know TJ has been more not reckless, but like loose.
Yeah, he wouldn't have
with-
a problem with
with-
using a ghosted logo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm willing to
and
go
also
TJ on this.
I'll throw it there for the time limit, but I will say I'm not opposed to throwing it to Nate too, just because. Again, I'm not as familiar with his design style
Yeah,
at this point. But do we just want to throw TJ because it's been a while?
sure. TJ gets his first content.
Oh god, I scrolled too far. I forgot my scroll wheel activates that. Next concept. So if we throw back a little bit, I said that I think this was designed by Burkus. At least that's my first thought.
I mean, yeah, I guess I like sashes, but
Well, like
I was gonna say, Burkus loves this
whenever we were on this one with that template, I was like, okay, well, looking ahead, this one looks more
I think
Burkusy to
one
me
looks
than that
more
one.
like Burkus.
So-
Fair.
my thinking was
like
Nate.
the
I was thinking Nate here. That's the reason I didn't want to do TJ for the last one. I mean, I didn't want to do Nate for the last one because I was thinking Nate for this one.
See, that almost makes me lean more towards Burkus just because neither of us know Nate's
Yeah,
design
I
style as well, or at least I don't. So he's just like, all right, we're gonna throw it on the guy that we
I'm
don't know
super
as well.
confident this is Nate, even though I don't know what Nate's design style is.
Well, just because he's the only one left who doesn't use a different template than this. Because Chris and Will both use a sports template.
Well, okay. I will
Do
say
you know
I
what
noticed
template Nate uses though?
Huh?
I don't. And I will say I noticed something that might throw things off a little bit. If I can. These were all unveiled, so I'm just going to skip ahead. Hey, look at that. That throws a wrench into things. One of the people that we know uses this template is this team. So that throws a wrench into things more than
Interesting.
more than just them two are using this. So
Huh.
And I think this template was only used once on the last team too. So even
Yeah,
more
it
confusing.
was. And we have it as Chris. Oh, shoot.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's time on this team. Brendan, what are your thoughts?
Burkus
guess
hasn't done
Brendan
enough
had-
to convince me it's not him. I'm
like
throwing
it.
it to him.
I like it.
Okay, I
next
will
one.
neither confirm nor deny. I've played all my 14
Yeah.
chess moves,
Right.
but I'm glad to be batting.
All right.
I'm glad to be 2 for 2 so far. Anyways, so this one,
That's funny.
this
This one's cool. This one reminds me of the first
Yeah.
one.
yeah, it reminds me of the first one in a cool way. So
With the, like jagged and
Yeah.
stuff.
For reference.
Yeah.
I really like the color
The
this
numbers,
year.
the numbers on this are wild.
The numbers are
Like, I
amazing.
I respect
But,
it.
like-
I can't get behind it, but I respect it.
Yeah.
It's like a weird combo of 90s and like modern aesthetics
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a very solid way. I dig it
Yeah,
for
it's-
what it is. Too.
Also, I don't know if that's
Exactly. Like, there's a
shading
lot of stuff that, like,
or a subtle
Yeah.
gradient
content
on.
of PYP is cool, but overall, I think it is. I think there is a shadow on the
Yeah.
white stripe that becomes like a black shadow. Which
Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to be there
Oh, yeah.
or like an intentional
Yeah.
design
Is that,
element.
is that an execution
is.
thing or is that a design?
No, I think that's a design.
So yeah, that's cool.
25 seconds.
I almost feel like I'm between Will and Nate on this one, or not Will and Nate, Chris and Nate, because it's Will's team.
Yeah.
It does
Also-
give me something that Will would design, though. It really does look like something he
It
would
does
make.
100%.
Also, we know there's 9 designers, and those are the 2 left. So unless we want to double up again.
True.
Oh, hi, dog.
Yeah. That's time.
My dog is here.
Lock it in.
God.
Dog.
Oh my dog.
Hey, Jarvis.
No skipping ahead. Lock this one in first.
Yeah, Chris. Not Chris. Will. Wait, no, it can't be Will. Fuck.
I'm down to throw it to Chris.
Yeah, let's say Chris.
Do you mean not Chris Nate, not Chris Will?
Shut up.
You said Chris too,
Oh,
right?
fuck.
Burkus. We're in
Yes, yeah,
agreement there.
yeah.
Oh, then he said not
Okay.
Chris Will.
Okay.
Just to say what Burkus
So, by process of
All right, so
elimination,
this one.
that puts this as Nate, unless
this
we want
one's
to double
clearly
up.
Will. No, this is Will. Also, I just noticed this now. I didn't even notice this when this was submitted, but the arms say 23 and the back says 0, which is hilarious to me.
Yeah, it does.
2300, you know, everyone's favorite player.
Well, as we know,
2003.
Burkus is sloppy, and he would make an execution error like that.
Yeah,
Oh, he baked it! Stop!
Oh, just thanks.
But yeah, no.
That is a very funny
Noted
error.
bad content water. Noted bad content.
Number 2300.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't have much insight in terms of
Nate, yeah.
Are
Nate's
those
design
tusks?
style as
I
much.
was trying to figure out the design here. Like, are those tusks or just swoopies?
I think the front
I
is
think
supposed to
those
be
are
tusks. I think the front is supposed to be tusks, and the
Yeah.
arms are supposed to complement the tusks as swoopies.
Yeah.
This gives me a little bit like the crotch arrows, Islanders jersey vibes, where like they got like crotch.
Oh, I forgot about those. Those are
Or
so sick.
it looks like the pinchers on like a beetle.
And the socks, I'm not huge on the socks, I'll say that.
Yeah.
Anything that makes
I don't-
socks directional, I think, is just tough. Like, because I would see
Yeah,
players
I've-
putting them on where the point is to. Like, I think that was a thing during the Olympics when they had like the vertical stripes.
Mm.
in, like,
I think the
2004.
only way the socks could that like asymmetrical socks could really work is just a diagonal stripe and nothing more than that. Even that I don't love it.
Or
But
if you,
like
or you have like a design on one sock and not on the other.
yeah, I mean there's ways for it to work, but I'm not this kind of swoopy thing that like early Reebok Edge kind of also did. I'm not huge on.
So it has been a minute and 30 seconds. It is time to lock
Nate?
it in.
Are we saying Nate?
I'm cool with Nate.
Okay. And that finishes Cambridge.
Cambridge. Y'all are up to 73% overall. So much better on
Oh,
Cambridge.
very good round. Okay.
Oh,
considering
yeah.
we were
Yeah.
at 47 to begin with. Very good round.
Very good indeed. All right, on to
Now,
Cheyenne Steam.
here's a question
where
for
Burkus
you,
death
too.
fighting does not matter.
Here's a question too.
We got
In
6
these
there.
percentages, in
So we have two
these
swaps.
percentages, did you consider
Mhm.
Burkus's concept being right or wrong? Even though he couldn't exactly reveal.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got 6 for 8, which
Fair
means
enough.
2 were swapped.
True.
It's based on
Okay.
it's based on what's in there.
Okay. All right. So moving on.
If that's right for Matt, it counts as right. If that's wrong for Matt, it counts as wrong.
Yep.
Okay.
It's just a sacrifice I'm going to have to be willing to make.
Alrighty.
Good news is you don't have to worry about that for
Alright,
this
okay.
next team because it's my team, the Cheyenne Steam.
That's
Yeah.
true. Burkus
Cheyenne's
not to
team.
get
Burkus made
100%
that.
overall.
Burkus made that one.
This looks like Burkus. I think actually all 6 of these look like Burkus.
Do they? Really? Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just gaslighting people.
Oh, I thought you meant like in design overall, not in like I made them.
No.
Okay.
Like you designed all 6 of these, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Now, here's an interesting thing. These socks look just a little similar, don't they?
That is funny.
That is true.
Now would
It is
someone,
funny that they're back
it's
to back.
interesting though, because would someone say, "Oh, I don't want to design 2 teams similarly," and intentionally not make any of their socks match?
Yeah,
Would they say, "I
I
really
mean-
like pointy socks, so I'm going to do 2 teams with pointy socks"?
I don't even like. I'm not even really
However-
considering that towards my guess, just because like, I think you can easily end up at that.
It's such a
Like
crapshoot.
this especially, I think you can end up at that just naturally
Yeah.
with this
I
design.
also
This one as well.
I love this Cambridge one. Like I think this is my personal favorite Cambridge one.
Yeah.
I
Cambridge
think
or
it's so
Cheyenne?
fun. It was Cheyenne, whatever it's called.
Cheyenne.
We've been saying Cambridge too much.
Shane.
I'll be honest.
The-
I'm not a massive fan of the logo here.
Fair.
Like I like that like you'll see it on some of the other concepts, but the Cheyenne Steam like word mark is so strong. I pretty much like almost didn't consider anything else that had used a different logo. And also this is a
The
bit,
like smoky word mark, yeah.
yeah. And this is like also
Or steamy word mark.
a bit yellow heavy for ooh, I also realized the arms
Sure.
are the
That's
arms
true,
are
you don't like
asymmetrical.
the penguins away. Yeah, they're asymmetrical.
So
cool.
the reason I don't like
Oh,
the penguins
I love that.
the reason I don't like the penguins away
I wouldn't
is
like it in real
because
life, but I love it
penguins
today.
are black and white, not black and yellow.
But black and white is boring.
But you're boring.
It's not a literal.
Wait,
not a literal-
that's your
They-
reasoning
they
behind
believe-
why you don't like the Penguins road jersey?
No,
It's
no,
blue.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay, I was gonna say it's very fitting with you hating the Blue Jackets red reverse retro solely because it's red.
That's fair.
That's true.
It's very
I didn't
on-brand
think of
for you
that.
if that was the truth.
But also, yeah, I don't really, but I do not envision like the Steam as a primarily yellow team, even though it has something called the Golden Spike series. So, anyways, yeah. But yeah,
Who designed this?
who designed this?
I thought, to be honest, it's either Nate or Will. This feels like a Will design to me.
Yeah, I think the
Feels like the
question.
type of thing he would do.
Will's box is kind of lonely there too. It'd be nice to.
Yeah, let's give Will let's give Will a friend.
Okay. Which, again,
I love
it,
that
like,
that's the deciding factor.
it does totally corroborate just that I was saying, I think you can easily get to that.
Right.
Like,
Unless Will made
separately.
both of them. Oh wait, but no, just kidding. Will didn't make the Cambridge one.
We're all doing really bad at that. Quick interlude. The
I know
sock
it.
designs on every single jersey using this template have been crazy because you've got point here,
Yeah.
you've got point here, you've got the spiky there that fits, and then you've got, if you go all the way back, literally a gradient,
That's
nothing
true.
else. Like
Something about that
what a
template.
crazy
inspires people.
like weird like common
Yeah,
link,
because
just
obviously
crazy
it's across,
socks.
and obviously it's across different designers too now, since it's at least two.
Yeah.
At least 2. That is funny. Alrighty, on to the next one.
All right. So again, if
This
we're
was
fitting
the
this
winner
theme,
of the fan favorite.
And it
if
also,
we're-
should I reveal if it's the one I selected or not?
Well, I feel like you just did, so go for it.
It might have been the one I ended up selecting.
I will say, out of the logos that were submitted, this was my favorite one. I love the kind of like, semi-vintage vibes there.
Yeah.
And if I were to have made one of these, that was the logo I was going to use. This was like, if I was going to make one of these, like whenever I was going to sit down and do it, even though I never ended up getting to it, this was probably the first one I was going to do. Just 'cause I
And
love the
also-
logos so
also-
much.
I love any of the logos for the Steam, and I made at least one of them.
Anyways, also
I
I
think that
love
logo on it.
even though it came from a different designer, but I love the Cheyenne Steam Cheyenne's team like shoulder patch so
Yeah.
much.
Oh,
It's such like a clever and simple concept, like just turning a railroad
That's a good like tagline.
warning sign into like a shoulder patch. Like I don't know how I didn't think of that. So
I thought you meant the tagline part, which is
no, the logo in general too. Because I've even
Yeah.
like before I had the whole Write It in Blood thing with Will last year. That was the tagline I was using. Is Cheyenne Steam, Cheyenne
okay.
Steam. So
Oh,
I don't know if this person knew that or not, or just came up with it. But
yeah.
I just noticed on this one, and it's a minute and a half, but I just noticed the like little skull and the poison and Pick Your Poison is like looking through the jersey and the pants on this template with just how it sits on the background, and that's really funny to me. But anyway, it's time to lock this one in as well.
He is watching.
He's lurking. It's almost perfectly centered too. It's not, but it's close.
yeah.
I'm fine with dropping this into Jordan as well because I think it not only, again, template consistency, but I think it fits his design style.
Yeah. I'm not super familiar with his design style, but yeah.
Noted.
Well,
PHF.
I'm not super either, but
Jersey
yeah,
designer.
he did. Yeah, he's done a lot of those, including the Buttes that the Buffalo
Outdoor
Blues
one.
Classic, that
Yeah,
one, which
That's
turned into
sick.
their
I love
alternate.
that jersey.
Dude,
And then
I
they
remember
died.
going to that game, and I was think I
That's
think I
right.
asked somebody, are they wearing like any special jerseys for the game? And as far as anybody I'd talked to, for reference, for those of you who didn't know, I was working with the PHF at the time as a designer, in-house designer technically, but it was like a contract thing. I wasn't technically an employee, but anyways, like people that I talked to, they'd said no, I don't think so. And then I get there, and they're on the ice in a special jersey. I was like, holy shit!
Yeah. And I also
it's
almost went to that
fantastic.
game with you too.
That's right. Yeah, we
Yeah, that was
met up. It was the first time I'd met you in person,
yeah,
which has
that's
happened
right.
twice now. I know it.
yeah,
I've seen you
yeah.
another time, but I
Because you
don't remember
came
what
to
the other one
Columbus
was.
one time
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
stupid.
for the what's the band
We
called?
specifically
Twerp concept.
We specifically went to Columbus for that concert. Yeah, that's why we saw you.
Yeah.
We were on your own turf.
Alrighty, folks. Oh, we just locked
And
that. All right, on to the next one.
Fun fact too, before we move on, the meeting between me and Burkus and live studio audience in Buffalo was when I first asked Burkus about joining the Jersey Nerds.
That is true. Yeah. That's,
Oh wow,
That's what
that's funny.
I got.
Actual
Because we'd been
in-person
talking about it, and then we were in person. I was like, "Hey, would you like to be a Jersey nerd?"
I think
And
you
I
messaged
said
me
yes.
and you were like, "I'm hanging out with Burkus right now. Should I ask him?" And I was like, "Go for it."
Yeah, that
I
sounds about
immediately
right.
said yes. Oh no! The tier list.
We're good. It didn't. I want to take a screenshot just in case it does crash, even though I don't see why it would.
Cool.
Yeah,
Well, I guess we also
screenshot
have
after every
video.
team.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
not gonna do that.
Next
We do have
boy.
video evidence if we need it to really go back. Next boy.
No steam.
So this one's
This one's fun. This one's fun.
crazy.
It's steamy.
Steamy boy.
Really?
Steamy boy.
Ew, I hate it now. I don't want to see this concept again. I'll never see it without thinking of that.
All of my jerseys are steamy boys.
By definition,
Challenging myself to try to not look ahead anymore. Maybe past like the
Yeah,
little
I
tiny
think that's
nails
good.
that I can see on the tier maker, just for funsies. Oh god, I scrolled.
He said, as
Um,
he looks.
I went back, not forward.
I'm challenging myself, but not doing a very good job.
Yeah.
The scroll wheel on this mouse is mighty sensitive.
Fair.
And boy, does it scroll fast. It's actually not that sensitive, but like, boy, it really goes if you
Oh my
scroll.
goodness. Again, he just going at all the others too.
I mean, these have been unveiled anyways. I've seen them. I just don't remember. them
That's
as
true.
much.
That's a
Anyways,
good point.
So we haven't talked about who we think this is.
No. And
Um,
I
Sure.
honestly.
25 seconds.
Template wise, this one's crazy.
Yeah.
Or
I would.
just like,
I would be down to put
design-wise.
TJ for this.
I'm down for either that or Justin. It doesn't really seem like something Justin would do, and at the same time, it does.
Yeah.
That comment. It's very fun. I don't really know what to make of it, but I like it, and I
feel like it's the type of thing he'd do
Yeah.
like as a one-off, just because
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Well, that is a minute and a half, so it's time to decide whether it is.
I'm thinking TJ. This just
Okay.
seems like
I'm like so in. I'm so in the middle that I'll just lean towards that.
Well, it's Burkus. Oh wait, it can't be. I was thinking.
What'd you say?
Surprise, motherfucker! I submitted my own just to
What is
confuse
Burkus?
you.
And then I was like, wait, this is two.
Oh my god, why are we so bad at this?
Right? You went the wrong way. Other way.
I did. Again, it was the scroll wheel. Can I turn off scrolling for now? That's probably a bad idea in case I need to scroll somewhere
You could
else.
just do it with your arrows, whatever they're called.
So
That's what
this
I,
is
if I okay.
this is
then
Travis.
but yeah.
Because this is very similar to a Fort Worth jersey he showed me in the offseason.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like this is almost the exact same concept. Now, I'm not holding that against him. I think it works really well. But yeah, this is Travis. I have outside information that makes it so I just know that.
You mean like the Wildcatters, his fantasy team from
Yeah.
It was gonna be the Wildcatters
again.
Okay.
Because
we
this might even be the concept he was going to wear against me in the Golden Spike series. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, he
so
shared with me beforehand too. I didn't think of it.
Oh, you're just confirming it for.
Yeah, this is Travis.
I'm confirming that it's basically the same concept. I'm not confirming that someone else could have thought of something similar. I mean, it's not that crazy of an idea.
Yeah, like it could be someone else technically, but the combination of template and me just seeing that concept beforehand, like I just know it's Travis.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I mean, I've already locked it. Technically locked it, and I'm fine with that. So this one was also really good.
Go ahead.
Like if this one
I wanted to almost call out on the popular vote because there's some details here that I don't think people will notice because of the template. Is one, there's a sublimated train on the jersey.
I do see
which
that.
I think gets lost in the shadowing, but also there's sublimated train tracks in each of the yellow and the light gray stripes.
I am pulling this up.
They're really hard.
I did notice those both.
I'm going to re-pull this up because I did not notice either of those at the time. That is cool. That is really cool.
I did notice that. The sublimated train is a little repetitive with the logo being there.
Yeah.
If they had worked better with a different logo on the front.
Yeah.
But
if that's what I was going to say.
Cheyenne Steam logo and then use that and just kept the sublimated there.
I was going to say
the other Steamy one.
I was going to say that if they had used the wordmark logo here, I would have probably picked this concept. Like, I really love this striping. It works well with what my primary striping will end up being on my primary jersey, and also, I really like this
Hurricanes, and I don't say that in a way that it looks like it's copying them. It's just a similar design in general.
Similar color layout.
And the Hurricanes have a soft spot in my heart, so.
Yeah. Which, if I wanted to compare that to the Hurricanes, I could say the Sharks look like the Hurricanes too. These are very similar.
Yeah, that's more Sharks than Hurricanes, honestly.
Very Sharks. That's fair. If you take away the cuff fill, it's basically the Sharks' current jersey.
But yeah, still really good.
I feel like this is EJ, but I'm also willing to give it to Justin. Like I also feel like it could be Justin.
No, this doesn't feel like Justin to me.
It doesn't, but it does.
No.
Didn't we say that literally on the last one?
I did.
I think this last one is Justin. The
one you just picked?
No, the next one. That we're technically not supposed to know, but I know because I've been thinking about this for a while because it's my team.
Interesting.
So
where do you want to drop this one then?
I don't know.
Do we want to give Nate his third template?
Nate, he does just have two templates.
Oh, I just noticed the train sublimated on the pants. I like that. That's fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Shoot. Or Noah. This could be Noah. I don't know, but this just doesn't feel like Justin. And let's do. Actually, no, the next one could also be Noah.
My thought, I'm not going to lie, is TJ. And I think we did wrong on the last one.
Oh, yeah, that's an option, too.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go TJ on this one. I like that call.
Yeah, looking at it more, why did that go that way? Okay. I really the more I look at it, I'm starting to think Justin, but
Or Noah.
On this one or the other?
No,
we're too
on
late
the
on that.
one we
Could be
have in
anybody.
TJ's.
The
It's
next
been
one.
locked in.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then this one was the third one I was very heavily considering. I also really like this one a lot because it fits more of the Stadium Series vibes I initially was going for. Like, and with that logo, this
Oh yeah,
is
that's true. I forgot that. I forgot that was one of your asks. Yeah,
yeah.
the one you
It's
chose
a
is
lit.
not that really at all.
No, it really isn't. But like, it just once I
It's
saw
more
that word mark, I'm
classic.
like, oh hell yeah, that's winning.
Yeah, I think
It's a
that
little
word
bit.
mark makes more sense as a retro vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a little bit too like in your face for me. This design, the like tracks, because
yeah.
like for I guess for kind of context,
Again,
I
yeah,
very
there's a
much
lot of
prefer
yellow.
the Hurricanes like their previous or the Adidas look to the throwback one that has the flags unsublimated, which I maybe could tell you a
Right.
little bit about how I feel about that kind of thing. Um, so it's a little bit in your face for me. It does feel like something Noah would make.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in putting this in Noah.
Didn't you say you were sure this was mine like 30 seconds ago?
I don't. I see. I don't think it's Justin solely because if it was, he randomly just decided to use a different template for this concept. So
Or your other ones are wrong.
We don't know.
well,
Yeah, you don't know.
I'm talking not even
Fair
from a pick your poison perspective. From a you make everything on this template as far as I'm aware. That other one, as far as I know.
Alrighty, a minute 30. Is it Noah then?
I mean, I think we're both fine to lock it into Noah, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So are
How we
now
doing,
at 71% overall. So
Okay.
a little bit
A
down.
little
down, but I'll take
not
it.
bad.
I'll take it.
Not a bad. Not
I
not
think
too
I
far
think
down.
70 is a good threshold to aim for. We get roughly two out of
Yeah.
three. Two out of three.
Especially after the
first.
especially after the first round, I arguably would have said like 50 was a good
Yeah.
threshold.
Yeah.
But we're doing a little
Alrighty.
better now.
On to Greenville, which I think
Greenville.
has 7.
Greenville.
Which was
Yeah, 7.
okay. Go to
Nice.
Greenville on the screen so we can
Yeah.
talk about my Greenville's concept.
My Greenville.
I love the design here.
Oops.
I feel like if there's a concept where vintage white could have worked, I feel like it could have worked well here.
Also worth mentioning, this was the fan favorite Greenville concept.
Yeah.
I really like the logo. It's a really fun logo.
This is a very fun logo.
Mhm. I don't
I'm trying to
understand.
think of who.
Like, does the rat just have a really big nose, or is that like a second ear? Or that's the one thing I don't understand.
I think it is
like,
a
what's
nose.
Yeah, that's a
I think it is a
nose.
nose because I think if you look at the ears, you can kind of see like a little dip there
Yeah,
for a
there's
second
definitely
ear.
two.
So I think it is just a really big nose.
Pinocchio rat. Sounds like that sounds like a slur.
See now,
I'd-
Pinocchio rat. I love
now
that.
that we have this template, I need to think again if it's Burkus or not.
Oh,
Now that we're
true.
past,
True.
now that we're
That's
past
funny.
Cheyenne.
Yeah, it's like, do we trust Burkus?
But looking at like just the thumbnails that I can see here, I almost feel like the next one is more Burkusy.
I could see Justin for this one.
Again, considering templates, I don't think so.
Right.
I would say Noah, but it also doesn't feel Noah.
Keep in mind on this one, Greenville did ask for a look similar
I was
to
about
like
to
the early
say.
days of hockey, like 1930s,
Yeah, if he
1920s.
did ask for an earlier look, then I think I'm feeling Noah.
I would lean
But-
Justin, but I'm cool with Noah. Right, template.
Again, my concern was Justin as template. Yeah.
I keep forgetting that because
In hindsight, now I wish I made like half of my jerseys on one template, half on another, just to screw.
then again, you had no idea at the time we would be
that.
doing this.
Yeah,
100%.
if we knew we were doing this, it would be fun to have like taken everything and just stuck it
Yeah.
in the same template.
I think part of it is that in
Yeah.
my mind, Orion's first template and his second template are so similar that like I just think of them as the same
You
template.
could use either.
I don't remember what
All right,
is his
that's-
first one again?
This one.
We're looking at it.
No, I thought aren't there 3?
The first one was just the
Not
front. The first,
officially released.
like the first one, technically was just the front view of this. It didn't have the equipment or the back.
Okay.
And then he added
Um,
the back
did he
one.
have one of the angled ones? He says V3.
This one,
Yeah, he
I-
had that
I-
angled one.
That's it. That's
I
the one
used
I was
that.
thinking.
I
of.
used that for a while.
Yeah,
I
I
couldn't
used
remember if
all
that was
3 of
his
them
or
at
not.
different points. That's the one I was
Okay.
thinking of. Okay, I knew that
All
was the
right,
second
who
one.
do we have for this one?
Are we going Noah?
Yeah, yeah, probably.
All right,
Right, on to the next.
I'm trying to study his face. This
This
is the
one I
one that
think is
feels Burkusy to
probably-
me.
This is probably my favorite Greenville one.
Yeah,
I'm not huge on it, but just because it's too in your face.
yeah. My thing
I think-
is
I think knowing context is important. Like overall, do I love this jersey? Not that
No.
much, but for a 1920s look, I think it hits the nail on the head. It's a little bit,
I mean-
just take a barber pole jersey and recolor it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the most
that's
unique jersey.
that's my
in the
thing
world.
is it's not a super
Um,
creative concept, and also it looks like a white jersey still to me, even though it's like a barber pole, just because of the way the stripes end up being laid out.
I definitely read it as a white too. I've never thought
Yeah,
I guess
same.
I haven't thought about what the designer's intent might be, but it definitely reads white to me. I can't really say why, but I guess you can't really ever say why on a barber pole.
Maybe it's because
jersey,
the
like, they're
arms
kind
and
of all
socks
equally
both
everything.
end and start with white.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think because the hem and cuff is white. It's
Yeah,
just
so
really
I don't
white.
really. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
again, I don't like it just because it's so in your face. But like, if it was in the 1920s, it would make sense. But
Exactly.
trying to
Like,
get
if this
that
was-
in,
if
like
a team
the
came out
mixture of trying to get the mixture of
like-
something that makes sense
This is
today
like,
and
well,
something
you'd be
that
like, what the
was
heck are you
worn
doing?
then.
Yeah,
With the lag is, I think, causing us to talk over each other.
Yeah.
it happens. That's all right.
I-
That is a minute 30.
Does TJ?
Any big thoughts
Wait, no.
here?
Wait, no. This can be TJ's, right? Yeah. Because Travis is Greenville. Greenville is Travis.
Yes, Travis is Greenville.
Okay.
Yeah. But also like again, I don't think TJ uses.
Does TJ use this template or Orion?
Now,
Not based on your guesses so far.
what
True.
do you think, Burkus?
There's 2 people that you think use this template for the most part, based on your guesses so far. One of them you just guessed. One of them is Burkus.
I'm still leaning.
So, the real question is, did Burkus go so far in gaslighting you that he's shit talking his own concept, or is this somebody else?
I would totally do that.
No,
I hadn't thought of.
honestly, fair.
I would totally do that. I had not thought of that.
Burkus is like, wow, I'm a piece of shit.
Man, I hate myself.
Which, like, if you
Yeah.
are doing it, obviously I know whether you are or not. But if
Getting
you
the
are doing
game.
it, you're for committing to the bit.
I don't know. Up to
And
you.
then what do you think?
That's my guess.
I like it.
Man, you think you hate my? I think whatever.
I
I
mean, I
can't
think
talk.
it's a good guess, assuming you really think the last one is Noah.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
that's the thing.
Burkus
Those two are a
so
toss-up.
much.
Well,
Not
I know the
closing
answer.
that.
I mean,
Dang it.
The other two are so those two are so similar to me. Like, I think
Oh,
most fans
closing.
wouldn't even notice the difference between those two jerseys.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
designers certainly would, but I think if a team went from wearing that as their road to the other
Oh,
one as their
like it.
road, I don't think anyone would notice.
Yeah.
Like, no
This
one's
just
gonna know if
feels
the Flyers
like-
have new jerseys this year.
again, just like looking at like this concept and whenever I'd seen the other one just as a thumbnail, it just gave me more Burkus. So that was just
Fair.
that was my gut
All right,
that I'm going for.
on to the next one.
If it wasn't so little amount, I would ask you to give me a Burkus percentage. But since it's such a small amount of like,
Yeah,
Am I?
like this
Am I?
point, I've only been
What's
able to
my
make
grade
that
out of
guess
3?
3 times. I've only
I mean,
been able to make
especially
that guess 3 times.
If I told you every team, you would just have to say, did it go up or did it go down? Okay, I got it right or I got it wrong.
Yeah.
Alrighty, on to the next one.
All right.
This one I really like because surprise,
This one
Sash.
gives me
Me
Burkus
too.
vibes.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Yeah, exactly.
So I
Yeah,
mean,
this one has.
oh fuck, this one can't be
really
Travis.
vintage vibe again.
It can't be Travis. It definitely
This
feels
is
Travis though.
It can't be Travis because
It
it's
does, but again,
Yeah.
this isn't the template he uses that we've at least that we've established in our guesses thus far.
Right. Like if you told me Travis made this one, I believe you.
yeah.
This is a Will concept. Oh, we got normal socks. Look at that. We got a stripe across.
We did it.
No gradients, no asymmetrical. Just
And
a
ironically,
stripe.
it only took throwing back to an era where they had typically pretty busy socks. I mean,
That's true. This feels like a Will type of design to me.
Yeah, I'm
And
cool
again,
going.
based on what Chris just made for the lightning round, he is able to very well make a nice
Throwback.
vintage concept. Yeah,
I forgot which one
so-
it is. So I'm looking.
Is
It
the
was
Calgary
a
one.
Calgary. Fish.
Oh, yeah.
Calgary one. All right, that's a minute and a half. Sounds
I'm
like
still
Chris will
fine to
win.
throw it to Will if that's what you think.
Yeah. Wait, actually, let me check something.
Don't check. What are you checking? Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, let's go with.
Don't check people's past work.
Oh, no, technically, this isn't past work from when he made it.
So Will.
Don't check current work.
Yeah, Will.
Okay.
Next boy, the green boy for the Greenville.
That is
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
This-
is striking.
So
Like,
This is so fun fact. This is almost a very similar idea to what I went with for the Whalers, or not the Whalers, the Lightning Round Whalers concept I made.
Lightning round. Yeah.
oh,
But
the lower arms are giving me like a striped sock, like a striped
yeah,
sock.
I know it's very interesting. I really dig it in a good way.
It's funny because it'd be really boring without it, but with it, it's super busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just something about the way the colors are working here that I'm not huge on, but I like the
I
design
agree.
idea.
The colors are really modern. I think also the number font is really modern for a throwback.
Yeah, it's a very hard
Which-
theme, and I think a lot of designers didn't do it. But like trying to use Travis's full color palette on a throwback look just did not happen. Like there's too many too bright colors.
And you can kind of tell from his
and I think
response
most
of like,
designers-
because I remember his response was basically,
you can go modern.
"Fuck, damn it."
No,
He was worried that he wasn't getting a ton of logos, so he was just like, you know what? In an effort to get more logos, let's just go nuts.
Now, the interesting thing too about the font, I'll wait on that because it doesn't really pertain to the guess. I don't think. I'll just wait until
Speaking
after
of
we
guesses,
kind of
it's
gets
time
bored,
to
but
lock it in.
It's time. I'm kind of willing to go TJ on this one.
Thing is, I think the next one might be more TJ. I was thinking Nate for this one.
Okay, I'll defer to you there, even though I'm not 100% sure I agree, but I'm okay with deferring because I'm not confident enough in my TJ guess to just nail that. Now, the interesting thing about the font,
locking it in now, which is Nate's third different template used, presumably.
Nate's really just we don't know your design style, so you're gonna get the ones that
you're kind of the catch-all.
So
if you guess every different template is Nate's at least once, you're bound to get at least one for Nate, which might be pretty good overall for not knowing his design style.
Yeah.
the interesting thing about this number font is that it's one that I'm familiar with.
I think it's
It looks like the
Arizona's.
Coyotes,
Right.
but it's not.
It's not.
don't
Well,
think it is.
I know why you think it's Coyotes and why you make that connection. Because as soon as it loads, any day, there it is. Boom.
Oh, is it that
It's the
font?
same font that I used on this concept, which is also
That's
the same
funny.
one that I used on the Coyotes concept for our pairs competition like 5 years ago. I think
Oh,
it's
way
been
back
now.
when, yeah.
The best Coyotes
I
concept
love
I've
that.
ever seen.
I love the
First time we
fit
ever
of
worked
that.
together.
I love the fit of that. So I was
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm bringing it back here. Which, speaking of which, I
That's
don't know if
fun.
this is the exact.
Font.
Is this an exact recreation? But this is pretty much the Pairs comp jersey. The striping is like nearly the same. I don't think the
Yeah, I
logo
like
is
this
the
one even
same.
more, honestly.
No, you're missing a patch
Yeah,
on
I
the
think we did
side.
something different.
That too. It is missing that. I
Yeah,
think it's
that's right.
somewhere in
We
the
had
template, but I decided to like just use.
Yeah, that's true. Their color,
Maybe I don't
their
have
color,
it. Yeah, I decided to use that
color
for this
detail.
concept, which I don't know if I ended up
I don't think
making
you've
putting this
released
in
I
the
haven't seen.
final.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
It's gorgeous, though.
I think I released it on the Discord, but I don't know if it ended up in my like.
Dude, if the
Final.
Coyotes
Oh,
went
okay,
to
I
this
didn't
full time, I
release
would have
the-
zero complaints. Like, this is seriously such a good talent.
Alrighty. Back to
Yeah,
the...
this was my ideal series. I only did the primaries so far for this team, so
Yeah.
for the Coyotes. So okay,
This one is
back to
in at
this.
Nate. Okay, on to the next one.
This one, I think this one's Justin
You know what?
because it has the penguin striping.
My
This one's
dude,
Penguins
you just
plus
said it was
Sabres.
TJ. You just said you thought it was TJ.
No, I think the breast
Burkus remained-
rat ones is TJ.
The what?
At least that's what I meant.
Burkus remained consistent. Got challenge impossible. Yeah, I took it as this one, but I guess maybe Burkus did mean the next one.
Yeah, I thought
Oh.
the breast rat one was next.
See, again, I'm challenging myself to only look at thumbnails, at least past the one that we're looking at.
Yeah.
This one to me gives me TJ. The next one gives me Justin.
Really? Okay. Thing is,
I feel like Justin's not one to do the like mismatching hem and arm stripes as much.
that is true. He is a stickler for that. Yeah. Okay, I'll swap him.
Ironically, I love that on the Sabres jerseys now. I hated it when they first came out, but I'm glad they're mismatched now.
Yeah, I remember
See,
because
I
then
still like it,
went from agreeing with you to vehemently disagreeing with you because it annoys the shit out of me that they do that.
Yeah, I still don't like that on the Sabres.
But I really like how this is
Like,
also like the penguin striping on the arms and then the saber striping on the waist, very literally.
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty, that's a minute and a half. We ready to
Are we saying TJ?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. I gotta actually come clean with something, which is interesting because I forgot about it until halfway through the conversation after I'd already said this looks like a TJ design. When we were doing, like, I was helping with the template, he actually showed me this, this concept.
That's hilarious.
And, like, I remember
Oh,
halfway
that's
through, I literally already was like,
That's
this
really
looks like
familiar.
a TJ design. This looks like it's something TJ would do. And then I was like, oh my god, he did do it. He showed me.
What an idea!
like,
TJ did a jersey.
I was correct with before I remembered that I was correct.
That's hilarious. Alrighty.
Again, template help. He wasn't just showing me the design.
Right.
Okay.
Anyways, next
But hey, when you
concept.
guess this later,
So
the
breast
We got
breast rat is
the
Justin.
kissing- the
The
titty
breast.
kissing rats.
Thing is, Brat's just a
It feels like a
No
Justin
breast.
design to me, just in the way that it's out there while also staying conservative in a way, which I guess you
Yeah.
don't have to do for a winter classic type of look. Excuse me, or a vintage type of look.
Yeah. I didn't notice the front and back were different stripings originally, so I don't know how I feel about
Yeah,
that.
it's going to be tough to avoid that. Another interesting detail is that the TV numbers and the back numbers are different. Like they're edited, which is a detail that I always notice in jerseys. And I know I've
Yeah, this is
brought it
Justin.
up a lot. And it's the type of, not to call anybody out for lack of attention to detail, but it's the type of attention to detail that I think Justin would include.
Yeah,
I
because
was just thinking about that with this one. I was like, that might be a pretty big giveaway on this one. I was thinking about that as I kept talking about it. I was like,
So you're admitting it.
seriously. Maybe. I mean, I'm agreeing it's something I would do. And it's something I do.
I don't think that's a 40 chess move, to be honest.
I
know how to pull one of those off.
Ever since I noticed that a lot of teams do that, it's very rare that I don't do that on a jersey design.
The only times I do it is when it's like really curvy font that like it's hard to make the adjustments without doing.
See, a lot of times I still do that, but like again, it's very situational.
Yeah, it depends on how much of a headache I'm going to walk myself into. But when it's like an angular font, it's usually easy enough.
Yeah, it's like,
and some fonts,
the whole thing about
have, like condensed and extended versions, which is really nice because then they just do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing about like having a rule and like breaking the rule sometimes. For me, the rule is to have different ones, like have a wider version on the arms. And then every once in a while I'll break that rule if I see fit.
Like one, I think, like...
Anyways.
Time to lock it in.
I think we're safe to lock it in, right?
Yeah. He confirmed it.
As a semi-aside, is everybody's audio lagging to each other, or is it just me?
I think it's hard to say, right? Because we only know when it comes through.
Yeah. I'm thinking. To me, it seems like Justin's lagging behind. Okay. You and me, BPoe, seem roughly in sync. So I'm blaming Justin.
Here's an idea. Here's maybe an idea. On the count of 3, both of you guys clap. I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1. Do it on the 1. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, Justin.
You guys did that at a very similar time on my end.
Did you on your end? On my end, Justin did that.
On your end, it's always what you're doing is always going to be before anything that comes through.
Well,
people can only be the real acting judge.
But like, I figure if like Justin's the one who's causing the lag, then he might be at a different turn than Burkus.
Okay, another experiment.
Go ahead.
We're gonna
you guys count down.
Yeah, I'm gonna count down. You two do it. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. That seemed in sync.
Okay, maybe it's
just
mutual.
I mean, there's always a little bit of.
You know what? Let's do the trifecta. Justin, you do it. You count down.
3, 2, 1. I thought we were doing on the 1. I didn't hear either of y'all's. I saw them, but I didn't hear them.
Yeah, my clap was kind of a weak clap.
But
like you could.
All right, I think we can keep rolling.
All right. I'm talking over you guys so much that like I had to bring it up.
It'll be fine.
BPoe's just really rude.
Okay. Actually, that was. Oh wait, never mind. I was about to say it's a good place to stop for that pause because it's the end of this team, but no.
Yeah, there's one more.
It's Jordan.
Yeah, template consistency. That's where we're going it. But
this one, I don't like the jersey, but it's something Travis pointed out to me that I didn't notice at the time. This is minus the logo because the jersey on his logo doesn't have it, but this is the jersey that the rat in his logo is wearing.
Yeah.
Like it's a green jersey, but it's kind of like if the Coyotes were to make an alt for the Kachina, what the Coyote is wearing. So
which I've tried to do a couple times, and it doesn't look good.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't love it for PYP, but I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah.
There's like just design in general. I don't like the shoulder yoke being a color that's nowhere else. I'm not a huge fan of the shoulder pad. Pants logo being a color that's barely anywhere else. I think if
that
you
was an interesting choice.
I guess it's on the gloves, the shoulder yoke green, but like I think those would both stand out a lot.
It also struggles with this.
But it gives me EASHL jersey.
Yeah, it also struggles with the same thing the Bruins jersey does, where it's a full yoke with the collar being the same as the base, so it looks weird. So
yeah, it looks like wings or something.
Yeah,
that is 1:30. Are we ready to lock this in?
It's Jordan.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think, though,
Okay,
if you
now that
do
we're
I think if you do change those couple of things, I think this is a very solid yet simple design. Also,
Yeah.
what's
yeah,
in the numbers? What is that in the numbers
it's
there?
the same little floopy
Oh.
from the logo. It's like
Huh.
representing a river, I think, is the intent.
Oh, I see it there. Okay. Yeah.
Because like the
Okay.
first R has the river, and then the second R has a rat tail, so it's like river rats. So we are through 4
Oh.
teams now.
I never noticed it on the logo. That's fun.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna suggest that we change the time limit to 1 minute.
Or we can
I was gonna say,
just, or we can
it'll
just
be
release
rapid
this
fire.
as part 1, part 2, and do after the first 8 teams.
We could do
Well,
that.
how late are y'all willing to record? Is the question.
I don't.
Probably
I don't work until
to
I think it was
midnight at
noon.
the. I think I could do
Let's see,
midnight
yeah.
at the very, very latest.
I
Yeah,
don't work until late, so I'm okay with recording late.
Yeah,
But
I have 1 class tomorrow at 9, but beyond that, I'm good for the rest of the day, so I'm fine whenever.
Yeah, I have to work at 8 every day, unfortunately.
Oof.
I'm gonna double check my schedule real quick, but I'm pretty sure I know I'm closing, but is it? Yeah, it's 12:30, not 11:30. So, yep.
Cool. Jersey
So do we
Nerds
wanna
at
go
night, baby.
Do we want to go to a minute timer and see how far we get?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah. Even though the
cool.
minute and a half has been very not strict to begin with, but yeah.
Yeah, which that's what I
Minute
think.
can
Like if we
hopefully-
go over
yeah.
a little bit over a minute, it feels better to go in a little bit over a minute 30 every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's
Okay,
move
so
on.
through 4 teams, we're at
Oh,
71% overall. So pretty consistent with
We're leveling out a
what
bit.
it was before. I think it might have been 73 and now it's 71. Like basically you're keeping the average.
Wasn't it like 73, then 71, then 71 again?
Maybe. It might have been. Alrighty, on to Halifax.
So,
Number 1.
all of Halifexes are interesting because you went with a stadium series design, but all of the logos are very Winter Classic-y, at least to me. So, this was a bunch of interesting concepts and was very challenging to design.
I really like, in a weird way, the Halifax Citadels over the arms.
It's interesting.
Like over the sleeve numbers.
Yeah.
I dig that. That's an interesting element.
The more I look at it, the more my opinion changes, and I don't know where it's landed.
Yeah.
The gray gloves are interesting, but it fits with the sleeve design.
Yeah.
Who do we think this is? Because I want to say Justin, but I feel like the next one's Justin.
Thing is, I'm pretty sure, doesn't Justin just absolutely despise that collar treatment?
I'm actually one who likes it. BPoe despises
Yeah,
it.
that is.
Oh, okay. I had that swapped.
I wouldn't say I despise it. I did. It's grown on me. I still don't like it though.
Okay.
Like more than likely I wouldn't use it myself, but like I can understand its merits, but I still don't like it.
The one that's inexcusable is one that the Canadians use. That one, that's basically this, but without the little pentagon. That one's just bad.
I prefer that to like the Islanders of the Wild or the Rangers with the pentagon, but nothing, but no collar.
That is, I don't know actually. Anyways, that's hugely irrelevant.
Time to lock it in based on that unrelated conversation.
I was gonna say how about Nate, but Nate is Halifax, right?
Correct.
Okay.
But I would love for you to put this one as Nate.
Then yeah, let's go Justin here.
I was thinking Justin for the next one, but I'll throw him here if you really want.
I'm not super strong about it. So who are you thinking?
See, my next thought would be TJ, but it also doesn't feel like TJ, but like I'll go TJ if you're okay with it, just because time limit.
Sure.
Alrighty.
Unless you'd rather throw it Justin, and then we have like.
I would rather throw it Justin, but I'm
you
cool.
can also just double up.
Yeah, I'll throw it Justin, and unless you convince me otherwise, we can always just double up. This feels like a really Justin design to me, just because of how crazy it is and how well it works.
Now, what about Noah?
That made me feel good.
You do have a penchant for pulling off crazy designs that work well.
Yeah.
them and feel warm and fuzzy inside. So I appreciate it.
Let's just all compliment each other for 4 hours.
Right? No, let's all shit on Burkus, including Burkus.
See, Noah-wise, I don't think he uses this template. Like,
Oh,
anything
fuck,
past
yeah.
anything past our first guess, also, like, our guesses past that first one corroborate that idea.
I mean, they're right.
Thing is, Justin and...
So
Does TJ do soccer? No, TJ doesn't do soccer, does he?
it does look like a very soccer-y look in a way that I do like.
Yeah.
I can see Carter making this.
Like
Carter didn't make
Yeah,
any of
I'm
these.
surprised Carter didn't
Carter.
make any of these. I would have pegged him as someone who would have hopped on this, but
Yeah.
I think he had some
Yeah.
personal stuff popping up.
Series enough.
probably because
Yeah.
he does really pump out concepts.
Yeah, he's like the rate. He's like the rate I used to do before I got a job.
Yeah,
Or I guess
Yeah.
more accurately before I started going to college. But
Are y'all ready to lock this one in? Because you should be.
I'm still convinced on Justin.
yeah, let's double up Justin. I think that's the move here.
Double it up.
I mean,
Double it up.
just out of curiosity, like, who else do you think this would have been?
I mean, aside from the template issue, Noah would be the other one.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
or me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, template issue, but
Yeah.
assumingly. Template wise, again, this one kind of.
Yeah, this one,
Well,
in the nicest way possible, this one screams Travis.
I like this one. I think this is really fun.
It's
I
really
like the way
fun.
that logo was converted and does like convert into arm striping.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like
It's very like Canada.
Summit Series.
Like Canada, their new heritage jersey. Yeah.
I almost wonder if this would be stronger without the yoke. Like just
I think
I
it's
feel like it'd be
fully.
too empty up there if without the yoke, and yet I almost feel like
Yeah.
something else could go there, and yet I don't.
Yeah,
know
the
that there's
yoke.
something
The
else.
yoke.
Or maybe a red
Like
yoke
disconnect from the rest of
instead
it.
of blue.
Or maybe just
No.
even if it was just solid blue, like an outlined yoke, I think is almost a little too like it
True.
doesn't
Yeah.
match anything else.
Or like a
Yeah,
square yoke or something.
that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, this
Alrighty, y'all
this
ready to
screams
lock it in?
this screams Travis.
Yeah,
to me.
I mean-
This is Travis.
Yeah, I'm fine with locking that in.
Cool.
Next one.
Alrighty, on to the next.
So
Like
This one's-
template wise, we're thinking Chris, Will, or Nate? Question mark. The man of many templates, Nate.
the man whose team this is, Nate.
That too.
Every time.
I don't know.
It feels like a Will design to me. Like the font, especially, kind of reads Will to me.
Ooh,
Not
yeah.
in a bad way. It just feels
The
like
font
the type
reads
of thing that
Citadels to
would
me,
work.
is I believe what that says.
I thought it
No,
said
I see
23.
23.
No leg. That was perfect. That was the same time.
Yeah,
I'm fine to go Will.
I'm thinking Will here too.
And design-wise, this is a really fun design. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, but it's cool.
This
The
It's another thing
inconsistency is
I
a little
hate
bit
it in
weird,
real
but I
life.
don't hate it either.
I honestly, well, it's almost consistently, like you could almost envision that stripe as, like that additional stripe as the fill, but I guess there's also a fill here, so it wouldn't make
Yeah,
sense.
exactly.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
it
Alrighty,
doesn't
let's
make
go
sense in a
ahead
very
and ready
appropriate 90s way.
This could be Winnipeg Jets jersey. I feel like I could see the Jets wearing
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
If not
Super
this
notch.
exact design with these colors, just this.
Honestly, add another
Striping
notch so
layout.
it makes a W. And then that'd be
That'd
good.
be-
We've
could be
solved their problem.
And like, yeah, make the
I would
red
do it,
base
like,
aviator.
I would probably do it just on the arms and just do a normal straight across them if it was a real jersey for the Jets. But I think an arm W would actually be pretty sick.
And make the red base aviator, and this would be a very good Jets jersey.
Yeah. Alrighty.
So,
ready to lock it?
Burkus.
Hmm.
Yeah, we did already. Burkus,
we
I
did,
propose
sorry.
that as going forward, we just talk about who designed it and then talk about the design itself.
Yeah.
Sound fair?
Okay.
All right.
What?
Wait,
Eh.
but
So
not
this
what we're
one.
already doing.
What?
Well, I think is I feel like
Well,
you
we
can
have
tell.
order.
in between.
I feel like you can tell by the designs. Like the main way you tell who designed it is by the designs. So like
Right.
Well,
I
yeah,
would.
but
I
like
guess you're
what I'm
saying like our
saying is,
opinion, like I like this
yeah,
versus I don't like this.
save the opinions for afterwards.
Okay, I see.
It, so the interesting thing is, if I remember correctly, Burkus said he'd made 12 jerseys or something like that, and something around if I get 6 right or he gets 6 right, he'll consider that a success.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
that means with 16 teams and -1, 15 to design for, he
Yeah.
didn't design a couple teams, which makes the decision making interesting for me.
Right.
That said, this kind of feels like a Burkus one to me.
Mm.
And there's two here, not like in Halifax, but in general, that have the
And
sublimated
yet it
pattern
doesn't.
thing. Because Savannah, at least that we know of, because Savannah has the camo one that I saw. I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
really good. So
Sure.
I would imagine that came from the same person, but I don't know.
Maybe. Again, does the same person say I don't want to do two similar looks for two teams in the same league, or do they say I really like sublimated bases?
Yeah.
That said,
Alrighty, we're at a minute.
would Burkus use a unique font like this? Because isn't this the guy who used the Dallas Stars font on like half his concept back in the day?
Listen, hey, okay. I also used the Colorado Avalanche font in the Vancouver, in the Winnipeg, in the Washington Capitals one a lot. Those are my
Burkus is in love with Burkus is in love with the Avs font. That's how I would be. That's how I would be guessing these if I was in your shoes. I would say Avs font, Burkus.
Yeah, that hasn't come up yet though. But yeah, I
well, the Cambridge one, at least that's currently under Burkus, has the Avs font.
But yeah, the thing is, the reason for that, at least partially, is that I have the zip folder with all of the fonts, but I only have the fonts that I have used downloaded, which means that I tend to just use the fonts I've already used, unless I specifically think, oh no, I want to use a different font for this. So.
Alrighty, folks,
Meanwhile, I have like
well
1,000 some fonts on my computer that I just have to scroll through every time, and no sense of font management. Anyways, Burkus, thoughts?
Yeah, I really like this one. I think the brick pattern is a good way to tie in with the logo. It just ties in with the logo.
I meant like who designed
Oh,
it.
on who did it? Oh,
Who do you think made it?
I think Noah made it.
It is also a very Noah concept. I'm throwing my guess into Burkus on this one.
Nice.
Okay.
That's funny.
For multiple reasons.
The funny thing is here is like, if this is Burkus, would Burkus say I think I made it, or would Burkus say I think Noah made it?
What's more important to me, winning this mini competition? Yeah. What's more important to me, winning this mini competition or getting a high percentage overall? Which one's more important to me?
Oh, mini competition for sure, no doubt.
It's such a funny game of like trying to guess, like,
yeah,
is this a Burkus design? And then like just a psychological warfare, like a psychological war
between us two. Yeah,
of seeing his like just reactions and just mannerisms.
Burkus didn't act.
Oh, he froze
on this one, so I think it's Noah actually.
Yeah.
Alrighty, on to the next one.
Next concept.
This one's fun.
This one is not futuristic stadium series, whatever, like Noah asked for, but it's very pretty.
Yeah, it's very pretty and very
pretty.
I mean, I think we can both lock in. Are we locking in Jordan just early? Like template wise, and I think it does fit with his design.
Talk about the concept.
Yeah, it does kind of just fit with, again, what I think, like, I feel like his design style is, and like, especially looking at that like Buffalo Believes Classic jersey, you know, he does have a penchant for these vintage looking designs.
Yeah,
it's very what is it? The Ottawa 67.
I was gonna say that. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hamilton
it also
too, like the back.
And frankly, I prefer to the those Ottawa jerseys.
It also
the
looks
Ottawa ones are a little in your face. The 2-color scheme, really helps it not
Works
be too
better.
crazy.
Yeah.
It also looks
Sorry,
very
I keep cutting
similar.
you off on accident.
I know. It also looks very similar to the jerseys I designed for my beer league team, and by that I mean I took the chill
Oh.
template and made it
Oh,
blue
well,
and.
Alrighty, so that finishes Halifax. Y'all are now at 68% overall, so a little bit of a stumble. Well, not like much, but lower
That's
than average.
That's not very nice.
But like, yeah, within
One more percent.
within enough.
Are you sure
Yeah,
you don't
sure,
round
1
up?
more percent.
Are you sure
I
we haven't?
don't.
Oh,
Okay, so we got 8 jerseys for. Oh,
Hill?
hey, I forgot to say
was
the
I
fan favorite look.
not supposed to move on? Okay. It
Oh,
was
no, the fan
this one,
favorite look
correct?
was that one. Yes.
yes.
Did we do the fan favorite for Greenville? Did we mention that?
Yes, it was the one we said was Noah's.
Oh, that's
Which
right.
we
okay.
did. We did mention, yeah.
Yes.
No
Okay.
mention.
All right,
Hill
on
Valley.
to Hill Valley.
What is the shoulder
I mean,
pads here? Is it a
It's
barcode?
like a license plate. It's a license plate.
Oh.
It's from the movie somewhere.
For some reason, in
This one
this
is
small,
very
tiny
active.
size, it looks like Comic Sans, even though I can tell it's not. It doesn't
Yeah.
look like a barcode,
Hilarious.
though. It's interesting.
I think they forgot to turn down the stroke width. But yeah, this is Travis.
Yeah. I mean, I think we.
I think
yeah,
this is
we
really
saved
cool.
one
I
heading.
think the arm striping is really cool. I don't love the flames.
Yeah.
Or just, I honestly think flames could work if they were sublimated or something.
Yes.
I don't like the in-your-faceness. I also think this one has a little bit too much going on too with like the alarm clock font.
Yeah.
I think all of these are cool elements. I just don't know that they all go together.
Yeah.
Like I
I
think
also-
if we did the number font more like the logo, I think it'd be pretty killer.
I'd also be very interested to see what the back of this would look like. Like, do you repeat the flames? Is it just
Yeah,
blank?
That's true.
Are the flames in the
that is
numbers?
the negative with
Look
this
at-
concept, or the concept template is not having a back.
Put that arm striping on the hems and do like a black sublimated flame. That would look sick.
Exactly. Alrighty, on to the next one.
Next boy,
All right,
it's
and-
Jordan's.
Not another, gimme. Again,
I'm
assuming
so
that we
excited to tell y'all
Okay.
that y'all were completely wrong on all of these, and we get
I was about to say, here's my thought. If we're wrong on all of these Jordan ones and all of these Travis ones, we're like, we got to be perfect everywhere else.
Yeah.
Right?
fair.
Considering our
Yeah.
percentage.
That alone, that's
So,
a good point.
We also were really bad with
That's
Anchorage,
probably a safe bet.
considering everything else is averaged to be around
Yeah.
70%, and that one was like in the 30s.
Yeah, 43. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, your
that
worst
first
so
round?
your
Yeah.
worst since then. Well, your worst since then was 50. So
Oh, I guess that one didn't. Hey, yeah, bumped us down 5 points, and we're okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
this
Bring
one
the
gives me
heat.
Washington Commanders vibes.
It does. I didn't notice
Washington-
that until now, but it does.
it's like across from the
Just
Washington
matter.
Commanders and the Tampa Bay Lightning horrid.
Pattern's really cool. It's
yeah.
like, I think it's
can't. Pixelated like
wavy
this,
elves
it's
or
hard to
something.
tell exactly
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about it, is that it's the
Alright.
exact same as Tampa's like horrid black and gray one,
Mhm.
but because
It
they're
kinda
like
uses two actual distinct colors, it works.
And
Yes.
Yep. That's what I said about that Tampa jersey. And
Yeah.
like my thing
It's
here
almost exactly
too.
the same, too, 'cause the numbers are gradient
Yeah.
on that Lightning jersey too.
My thing with this one is that I feel like I really like the gradient design element. I feel like it needs a little bit more to it though.
yeah, it's very
Yeah, like
it's very
It feels a little, especially like torso down until your ankles. It's very just empty.
there are a couple
Yeah.
that suffer from that in this for
From logo to ankle, it's maroon.
Yeah. Like even I think just like a yellow like piping on the hem I think could save it.
Yeah, I agree.
I say
All right.
save it if this is a bad design, but you get the gist.
Yeah,
Yeah. On to
Improve
the
it.
next
All right,
one.
next design.
this one's very fun.
This one gives me
Sounds fun.
Carter, even though he's not again.
Right? Like, there's a few of these that are like, if he was here, I would be throwing several under Carter.
Yeah,
Now, ironically, this is Carter's team too, so this one, even if he did design stuff,
True.
you know.
I love the idea here. I don't love the design. And I
Yeah.
say that giving my opinion now because it almost gives me something Justin would do, but no offense, one of the like weaker Justin ideas.
Yeah, like the two
And
central
it,
gradients, I'd almost want them flipped so that they're like firm at the base and like gradiented out
oh,
towards the logo and numbers. Not firm. What's the term I'm looking for there?
I was gonna say
Opaque?
not tense. Yeah, I was trying to
it
figure out
gives
what you meant
me
by that. I was like, what's
it
a
gives
firm
me
gradient?
like it gives me something. It gives me a Justin idea that didn't quite come to fruition in the way that like he may have hoped it would, or like I'm projecting my own opinion on this, but
So Justin's probably pretty upset.
for all that I know, this is Justin's design, and he's like, "Oh, I really love this."
Yeah. But like I agree, like it's a really cool
Um,
idea, but something definitely seems slightly off.
Alrighty, it's time to lock it in and stuff.
I'm cool.
Are
See,
we
the
thinking
thing is,
Justin?
both options are funny. It's like it's I designed it, and you're saying I shouldn't be too proud of it, or I didn't design it, and you're like, wow, Justin really slipped here, and I'm like, this isn't even me. Like,
Um, yeah, I'm thinking I would lean Justin.
I don't think it really fits into anybody else's wheelhouse
Yeah,
as
no.
much.
if Carter was an option, like I think
Yeah.
there'd be a solid argument, but
Mhm.
obviously he's not. Alrighty, on to the next one, which is the fan
This one.
favorite, which frankly surprised me. I think
Interesting.
it's fine.
Yeah. Isn't this
Yeah.
basically Minnesota's jersey? Like the NCAA Minnesota, not the Wild.
Oh, it
Oh,
is.
I was like, no.
You know what? I don't know if it is, but you could easily convince me
Maybe
that
slept an M on there. I
it
believe
was.
it. Yeah, I don't know what they're
Yeah.
striping.
Yeah, I
is.
saw you guys' faces and I was like, oh, I should clarify this.
It's like Burkus, what are you talking? I was like,
That's
maybe
what I
an
thought
old
for
jersey
half
that I
a
don't
second, then I was
remember.
like, oh yeah, that Minnesota. This one feels TJ to me, personally.
Yeah, I could see TJ. I could see TJ.
See,
I'm
I think the one thing that makes me really not a huge fan of this is the extreme inconsistency in the width of the
Yeah.
striping
yeah,
from the arm to the
that's what I
hem.
was thinking.
Even if
'Cause-
it was though, like it's not super exciting. Like I mean, it's
Yeah,
fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
I really like the sublimated flame behind the captain's patch.
I didn't even
That
catch
said,
that.
oh yeah,
That's so sick.
that said, I don't really know what would happen if it's like, is it just there when there's no captaincy patch and there's nothing there, or is that only like
if
a
I were to,
part of the patch?
yeah, I would
But
say that's part of the patch. But obviously,
yeah,
I don't know unless I design this, which who knows.
yeah.
Either way, it's time to decide who did design.
I'm fine to say TJ on this.
yeah. Let's go, TJ.
If we've learned anything from our last guess that was TJ's, we know that he isn't necessarily a stickler for hem and arm consistency. So,
True. But unless we're
or
wrong
as
about both of
Burkus
those,
described it, penguins
Which
on the
honestly-
arms and sabers on the hem.
unless we're
That
wrong.
makes me wonder if this is an execution thing or a design thing.
Yeah,
Like, knowing the template,
That's
you'd have
true.
to purposely, you'd kind of have to purposely make it smaller. Because, like, how I would do
Yeah,
this is just
because-
copy and paste that across all three artboards.
Yeah,
which would be easy
exactly.
enough.
I
guess it
designed
is a
it
design
intentionally
thing.
so you can just copy paste and not have to worry about the thickness, and like as
Right.
long as it's consistent on the flat ones, it'll be consistent. As consistent as I
Right.
could get it on the
So I guess it is a design choice.
arms
Then.
and hems. Yeah.
All right, so now that we're down with
Alright,
the,
That's assuming this is TJ and they are using my version of the.
There, that's true. They could be
too.
using the Photoshop version.
all
Yeah, I
right, so
don't
now
know
that we're
that.
down with the
They'll really
thickness,
say
let's
it
go over to
wrong,
the
but-
next one.
Yeah.
Which
okay.
is funnily like I think
Ooh.
this and the other one could be a home and road set, which I think is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Font aside, this really gives me like 80s.
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't love the number choice, but otherwise I really
Yeah.
like this one. I'd probably get rid of the yoke personally too. But
I think the yoke fits. I'm not a huge proponent of just throwing a shoulder yoke on a jersey, but I think it fits here.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I
trying to
don't think
think
there's anything wrong with it.
design-wise. I'm trying to think design-wise. If we're looking at templates, I feel like this is either Nate, Chris, or Will. Again,
Yeah.
Nate, the man of many templates.
This feels
I
like a
almost-
Will to me.
It feels like Will, and yet it feels like neither Will or Chris, so I want to throw it to Nate. But, like,
Alrighty, that's
it does
time.
also feel like
Good
Will.
choice.
I think because of the number font, I'm thinking Will.
Yeah, I'm safe to throw that at Will. I'm fine with you. I'm fine to
Go
agree
with
with you there.
Alrighty, next one.
Because also,
Will, we don't like your number taste.
it's not that we don't like it. It's that it's more
Or
unique.
not Will. Or not Will.
Honestly, I think it's the name that I dislike more than the numbers, to be honest.
Yeah, it looks like the Blue Jackets' original nameplate font, which is not a compliment.
No, doesn't at all? What?
At least maybe it's just the way it's pixelated on here. But oh yeah, okay, never mind.
It's like weird cutouts in the letters.
I could maybe see it if you like can barely see it, but yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, because I think this is Chris, based off of if we're right about the Anchorage one. Wait, no, yeah, the Anchorage.
True.
Because
this also very seems like a Will concept to me at the same time, which is
yeah. I don't know. I would lean
It's
towards.
kind of funny to me that we've had Chris did the first two teams and then hasn't done any in the past three.
Yeah.
But it's possible.
It is possible.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's possible that Chris did one in total.
Yeah, true.
You know.
True.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I would lean Chris here, partly based on template, partly based on also having that Anchorage one. But if you feel strongly otherwise,
Yeah, I mean, again, my only other thoughts would be Will or Nate, and I don't really feel strongly in either direction there. So, I'm fine to throw it to Chris.
Cool.
Design-wise, it's very similar to the last concept in that I really like it. I'm not huge on the numbers. The numbers like fit the theme. Also, I think it's that they're white, which like for legibility probably is the way to go, but it doesn't really fit the rest of the design.
yeah.
I wish there wasn't. I don't know if it's navy or black, but I wish every instance of that was white. I think it'd be stronger.
Yes.
I think it is. I think it is navy, and
Yeah.
that's probably a fair assessment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, on to the next one. This one's so fun.
This one's one of my favorites.
Wow.
I was so upset this didn't win popular vote.
Is it now?
Yeah.
This is glorious.
I don't even know where to start with it. Like it. First off, I'm a sucker for the 3/4 yoke thing. And this like
cool.
half does it in a really cool, and then just the flames, but also having like the TV lines going through it is just so good.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Like,
See, for me, like looking at this, I feel like the hem is a little too much for me, having it be like the flame pattern. But like, if you just have it like a couple stripes, or like have it a little bit more subtle with the everything else the same, I love it. The pants are really cool.
Yeah.
I like the pants.
The pants are so fun.
mm-hmm. Also the Stadium
Alrighty,
Series
who we got?
helmet with the big ass logo.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Normally I hate it, and I don't know that I love it here, but
also,
hate
how
it.
do we feel about orange gloves? That's a
I think they
choice.
fit
I mean,
the fine.
it's weird.
it.
I don't think I would have done it, but I like it now that I see it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Y'all ready to lock it in? Because you should be.
I'm feeling Noah, I think.
Well, it's okay.
I don't know. Burkus said he really liked it.
I mean,
But no, Burkus hates his own stuff. We've established this.
that's true, but the question is, do you want to go for percentage or getting me
Well,
right?
here's
could
the
go for both.
question.
Like, if you're-
That's true. We're technically doing both. I don't know how to ask
Here's the
questions.
thing. Intellectual consistency is not necessarily a thing that you want to look for in the game of gaslighting. So,
Alrighty, lock it in, Brandon.
all right, my thoughts here are that I'm thinking Noah just because I don't feel the strong kind of Burkus that I did on some of the other ones that I guessed for Burkus. The
All
Burkus
right.
is not strong with this one.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one's. I'm not super happy with how this one came out, but yeah, we can put Noah.
You son of a
He
bitch.
just said he loved it. And I wasn't happy. No, don't let him have it.
I'm gonna go with my gut and just what I was just saying. So.
Alrighty, the last one, the last Hill Valley.
I like the idea here, but it's very much like I need something on the hem, I think.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Make this
This is
work.
probably my least favorite PYP jersey of any of them. Apologies if this is someone's, or I guess which is if it's Burkus.
They'll find out eventually.
Brendan, but this is not.
Looking at
And I
it-
guess apologies to anyone who might be listening to this if this is yours. I think this is one that has a really cool idea, but the execution might not be there fully.
Yeah.
If you look to me, if you look at the jersey and like pants down, it looks like two different uniforms. I really like the idea that you're going for with the jersey, but like you just don't carry it out anywhere else.
I honestly think if the maroon in the jersey, or wrong, if the navy in the jersey would like if you just did a maroon based jersey and forgot navy,
Or that.
like I think.
See, I thought you were gonna say if the maroon equipment was like one of the shades of red orange ish
Yeah, that's
in that
it.
gradient. I think that would work.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
The detail of having a gradient
Yeah.
up the pants is nice, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm definitely like I'm thirsting for some gradient on the socks.
Yeah. It seems like it's like you don't know. Yeah, it comes out of nowhere, really. So
Right, it's like boom, random normal hockey striping when like the rest of the jersey is basically gradient, right? Like,
yeah,
but anyway,
I
who do we think this is now that we've hit our minute?
I'm just not happy with how this one came out.
God damn
He
it.
said it for the second jersey in a row. Burkus is gonna say that for every jersey.
I'm
going
so
forward.
torn because okay, here's my thought process. This doesn't look like a Burkus design, but I feel like the way the name and the numbers are laid out, it is consistent with other concepts of Burkus
Didn't
that I think
Burkus
I've
say he
seen.
loves the Vancouver? Wasn't that one of his 3 too?
No,
It's
it's
Oh,
the
no, I'm not even talking
Capitals.
about that. Like
It's the Capitals, Avs, and
I'm talking
Stars.
about. I'm talking about like the
Okay.
size, the sizing and positioning of them.
Fair.
It's consistent with it, as far as I can tell from the thumbnail, the one that I guessed for him for Cambridge. So
Righty. Lock it in on Burkus.
I'm not sure I'm correct, but I'm gonna throw it here anyways because fuck it, there are no stakes.
We're at 71%.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So a little bit.
Overall improvement.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So,
Really
how many
good.
teams is that?
Really comfortable at 70 though.
Oh,
How many teams is that through now?
Yeah.
Then
That's 6.
6. Okay. Do you want to do 2 more
There
and
we
then
go.
call it, and then do a part 2 later?
Yeah, I think we can do.
okay.
I'm cool with that.
Cool.
When you say do a part 2, like record a part 2 later, or like
Yeah.
Either or.
okay.
We'll call it.
Yeah,
when we
I
get
think
there.
I
Call it when we
don't
get there.
think I can record all 16 tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have anticipated that this was going to take a while.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Dude, imagine if we had started
Yeah.
at like 5, like we were originally going to. This would have been like the Tampa
Like,
game,
the
like the
rest of
Tampa
the day.
Columbus game from the bubble,
Yeah.
but for
Alrighty,
jerseys.
y'all ready for Kansas City?
Let's do Kansas City.
Indeed.
More like Kansas Pretty. Am I right?
Hey, that's my team.
Yeah.
Me and
Beep-
Brendan
beep-
talked
So none
about
of these,
all
none of these
that.
are my concept.
None of them, any of them are
Any
your
of these
concepts.
ever been there. That's
Exactly.
the joke. Man didn't
Again,
man didn't make
template
any.
consistency.
Jordan, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
it's
It's
like
not-
a very weird combination.
But it's not.
Yeah, it's like a very weird combination of Buffalo Slug and Penguins Reebok.
Yeah.
Justin and I were chatting a little bit about these designs of mine, just in like, the way of like, just me talking about which one I was thinking of selecting, which I have made a selection, and I will get to that when we get there. This one was a contender. I really like the shoulder design and the yellow coming up. It kind of gives me Turd Burger, but it's one of the good Turd Burger elements.
Yeah.
So that's not a insult. What really dissuaded me was the socks.
Yeah, that's a choice.
The socks. No, I'm sorry. I no, no on the hard no on the sock.
Also, if I'm counting right,
we were talking about that with that Reebok-esque sock design. This no, it doesn't work.
Yeah, this is.
Alrighty.
It's too modern for my tastes, but I see what they're going for, and I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't dislike it. Yeah.
The jersey on its own, I like a lot. Whenever you put the socks in there, it kind of just falls apart for me.
Yeah.
All right, next concept. Now, if I believe I looked through it earlier, this is the only one that uses this logo.
Yes.
Correct. That's the only one that uses any logo but the Shield Penguin thing.
Because that Shield Penguin logo is so freaking good. My God.
The funny thing is,
I know who designed that, and I don't know if it's an open secret or not between us.
I mean, it's been released publicly to an extent on a different concept.
Yeah.
I mean, because so many people have used it, I feel like I'm not outing which concept is mine by saying that logo is mine. But that logo is mine, and that logo was not supposed to be a part of this, which I think is really funny. That's something I designed for my AHL series, and then since Brendan liked my original PYP thing, I basically had
turned
that
into my primary logo,
ready to go as a stand-in. Yeah.
Yeah. I also gotta. I mean, I know that I don't know that neither of you designed it. I know that Justin didn't, because I don't think we were allowed to double dip on the logo.
I could have used it.
I'm not 100% sure what's going on with this logo, to be honest with you.
I can
tell you.
I know it's.
Wait, can I guess before you say it?
Real quick too. I know it's my team, but I don't live in Kansas City. I'm not exactly an expert on the lore, so there might be something going on there. I clearly see the Penguins head.
Very little to do with Kansas City.
I think.
I was gonna say past that, I'm missing. There's something I'm missing.
So my guess is that this is supposed to be a helmet from a Chinese soldier type deal, a shogun.
So it's kind of twofold. It's like a samurai type helmet. Plus, if you rotate the logo 90 degrees, it's a KC, the whole helmet.
Oh my God! I don't know how I didn't know it. That feels like a Hartford Whalers moment to me.
That is sick. Yeah, I did not notice that at all.
Nice. Okay.
I kind of wish they made the KC on its own, like a shoulder patch, because that would drive it home a little bit more too. But yeah, that's.
But then you don't really get this kind of Hartford Whalers moment with it.
Yeah.
We've been talking about the design only, specifically the logo, and not even who made it.
Talk about
I feel like the jersey. I'm feeling either Nate, just because it doesn't really fit to anybody else for me, or TJ. Because it doesn't really give me Justin.
I would lean towards TJ. I think this is another case. Well, no, you said TJ didn't do any logos.
Correct.
Now the thing is, we have Justin doing a lot of full shoulder concepts. So the question is, would he continue doing that, or would he split off of that?
True. We do have. I mean, we only have him for 2 full shoulder concepts.
But it's also only been 3.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I feel like there's a different one that's Justin's. So
okay,
that's.
I haven't looked ahead a lot, so.
Yeah, and the interesting thing that I don't know if we've really had a consistent basis for where we throw these guesses in terms of the template, but there's 3 uses of this template for me, for my jerseys.
Yeah,
which can pretty consistently we've done Justin and TJ with this template.
I think the third one's Nate then.
And, yeah, I was gonna say we haven't really thrown anybody else consistently with this template. Nate's again the man of many templates.
I would be cool with TJ if that's the way you're leaning. I'd be cool with TJ.
I mean, again, I'm looking at the thumbnail. I'm between this one and then the baby blue one for TJ, to be honest with you. But
Okay.
I'll leave the final decision up to you if you have a strong conviction. Strong enough to.
I'm feeling pretty strongly towards TJ, so.
Okay. Let's lock it in. And now that you mentioned that, the shoulder does kind of line up in the way that it looks like it's my version of the template. So we might be onto something there. Honestly, for all that we know, maybe Nate uses that too. I don't think I've ever shared it. I haven't shared it publicly, so never mind, I guess. And I've reached out to Orion to try and share it with the purchase of the template, but I haven't heard back from him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways,
next boy.
This is the one that looks Justin to me personally.
Yeah, I see that. What number font is that?
I don't know. It looks familiar. It
What
kind
was
of
the
looks like
question?
Sharks to me.
What's the number font? Oh, that is the new Sharks, isn't it?
I don't know if it is, but it looks similar to it. Oh, we were talking about this earlier. TV numbers are different. TV numbers are the TV numbers are a little more stacked.
Yeah. I also honestly don't know if I like that in this case, but yeah, I'm
cool
with
because
Justin.
it allows. Well, yeah, I think technically it allows the numbers to be a little bigger without being bigger, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get why they do
that's
it.
The reason that's
in
why,
general.
yeah.
But how I was saying earlier, for concepts with a full yoke, I do not like squishing them. And I feel like this is a similar case where you have the downward V in the stripe, so there's more space for numbers to do a full number. But
this to me is a Justin concept that isn't quite out there in the way that the Halifax ones that we either of the ones that we guessed for him are. Because we both thought that we both thought that those Halifax concepts each were him. So we did this not that long ago. But just kind of a very solid, simple look.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, since Burkus also said his, this was my pick.
Okay.
And there is one that I was very highly considering, and I'll get to that whenever we get to that one.
Okay.
And the reason
I hope it's
take
mine.
it. The one thing that gives me a little bit of pause on this one is the white gloves, but it wasn't enough to dissuade me.
Yeah. Okay, also just general question for Orion's
Justin,
template. Yeah, Justin. Is the red tongue thing in the pants supposed to be red for every team, or?
Yeah, that's just how hockey pants.
Yeah, that's that model of it's that
a lot
CCM
of hockey pants.
all have a red panel there. I think it's part of their brand. That's one of their brand elements is that inside tongue is always red. But in concept world, people change it all the time.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I don't even on my version of the template. I don't even have that as a changeable option, which. Now that I think about that,
I mean, I guess you could.
Interesting detail because, and if TJ is my version of the template, you could, yeah.
You could go in and manually change it without too much difficulty.
Yeah, exactly. But next concept.
Next boy is a Travis boy.
Yeah. If we're staying consistent with template usage, it is a Travis boy.
Yeah. We stand. I do actually really like this one.
I do like it. I'm not looking at the shade of gold. Is that even one of the ones that I have? Did I include that as a shade?
I wonder if
it's my main shade. My
do you have?
I think so because I'm pretty sure I updated the logo to only use it's your navy, your light blue. I think I updated the gold.
That looks like a more mustardy color.
The logo. So I'm not sure though.
To me, I see more of a mustardy color compared to Penguin's bright yellow gold.
Fair. Maybe it's just the way it's right up against
to be honest,
light blue
yeah, to be honest, whenever I put my colors in for this, I didn't have much of a plan. So I was kind of okay, I think blue would look good, and then have the orange yellow gradient as like the kind of supplemental colors of sorts. But I don't remember there being like this kind of shade. But maybe there was. I'm not 100% sure. Or
maybe.
he used his own,
maybe it's somewhere in that gradient.
his own color, which I don't really care.
Yeah.
I didn't really care too much how these designs turned out. I just kind of was like, yeah, do whatever you want.
I mean, it's basically free design work, right? Like, it's hard to split hairs.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we had the prompts and everything. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. You could say, yeah, that's true.
I didn't really have anything specific. I was like, go for what you want to do.
Right. On to the next
concept. Now, this one, if we're looking in a way at like the template and the like that little red back of pants thing, this is TJ, but like we did already throw the other one in for TJ, and at that point it is kind of consistent with some of the other concepts that he did.
It's also possible too that like someone uses this on like the Photoshop version and just chooses not to change it either.
Yeah, that too, exactly.
That's not. Yeah, I guess I guess it's not really a dead giveaway in anything, whether it's red or not red.
Why did they do the contrasting nameplate? That's my question.
That is an interesting decision.
Oh, wow. Because Brendan loves the Flyers.
Oh shoot! I almost knocked off an overheat.
It's an interesting choice because I do think the Flyers it works with, but I don't know. What's up, Burkus? Oh, right. I think the Flyers make it work. I'm not really sure I've liked it in any other instance. I don't hate it here, that said.
I mean, if they're committed to doing yellow as the name color, it makes sense because yellow and baby blue is not legible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I feel like this is TJ, and if we go TJ, we'd be doubling down. Otherwise, we can go Nate. Do you have a conviction either way?
I feel so strongly that the other one's TJ that I would hesitate to double up and put this one at Nate. But if you feel very strong about this one being TJ, I'm cool putting it there.
I don't feel very strong about it. To be honest, the main thing at this point is that red pants thing.
Oh, then yeah, put it in Nate. What are you doing?
Not a super strong, reason there.
All right.
And Nate continues to be the man of many templates.
I love it.
All right, next concept, and this is the one that was very close for me. I told Justin that I think if the if the arms were yellow and the stripes just matched the colorway of the chest stripe, I think I would have gone for it just because I love yellow jerseys. Mm-hmm. The way it is, I don't love the contrasting blue arms.
Yeah, and also
I do love the idea here.
Too.
Yeah, and I also want to see a hem stripe of some type.
Like them being white, like the back, I feel like would be better.
I feel like I'd also want to see a hem stripe of some type.
I don't agree there. I think it's good where it is. Yeah.
Okay.
That said, it is an interesting thing with this template where, like, I almost wonder if you throw it on that around template.
I just realized
because this template cuts off straight. And it's very like stout.
This is similar to Chicago's 2 reverse retros, where it almost could work as the arm stripe is yellow with a very thick blue stripe and then a very large blue lower fill.
Almost. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
you could argue it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Honestly, if they didn't have the additional stripe up top and it was just yellow to the top and not that additional navy, I would really see the argument.
Yeah. And like honestly, that's probably how I'd just see it if that were the case.
Yeah.
I'm also not entirely huge on the number font choice here. Just not really my taste. Yeah.
So does that make it Will?
Alrighty, that's time.
It's shockingly consistent if we do put it in Will, because we haven't been too huge on some of his number choices thus far.
Yeah.
Poor Will, just getting roasted. Which may or may not may or may not be him. That's the funny part of this, is like giving.
And the interesting thing is, this is the only concept for this team that uses this template. I'm feeling Will.
Oh no, I was gonna say it wasn't the one that just came through, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I
I'm
would
feeling
I
Will.
would lean Will.
Lock it in.
Okay, let's lock it in then.
Next up.
Next one.
So I was gonna say this earlier, but now that we've reached this, I'm gonna say it now. There are 5 different base colors for Kansas City, which I find
Yeah.
there's a bunch of baby blue ones, but there's also maroon, navy, yellow, and white.
Yeah,
And I just think that
Yeah.
I think
And they
that's
all look
neat,
great.
and I wanted to mention it.
They all
Which-
look good too.
it's very interesting too that most people took blue in some manner as like kind of the primary, like, you know, because like the yellow one is still like the next primary color is blue, and then the other one is just like, all right, it takes the burnt. We're gonna take the burnt orange and kind of roll with that.
I wonder if the logo drove that, with like the logo being a light blue shield. But honestly,
Yeah.
with a light blue shield, I would put it on a non-light blue jersey for more content. Personally,
Yeah.
Dog is
like the
back.
Penguins
No.
don't do. You know,
Dog is back.
Now
Yeah.
the cool thing about hello dog. The cool thing about this one is that it very much matches the primary logo. I don't remember. Yeah, the colorway in particular does match for a while. Oh, that helmet is kind of crazy. The
Yeah.
pants design is really cool. This concept's a little too cool for Burkus to have made it.
I don't even know that's
I
real.
just had to say that.
I think
that.
I'm pretty sure that fountain
I love the
design
fountain
is
in its
from
fountain, too.
either the Kansas City flag or like something else. Because the Kansas
It
City's
is.
okay, because Kansas City.
No, it is. It's the flag.
Okay, because the
Gonna say,
Royals also use that
You'll probably be seeing more of it.
in the City Connect. Yeah.
Yeah, it is from the flag. Another interesting note, which I would put on Justin if, for one, the template matched, for two, we didn't have a conversation in which he was like, "Yeah, it's a cool detail, but I don't really like the way it looks anymore." The little yellow pentagon, which is similar to the Emperor Penguin having the little yellow on the front.
Yeah, I know we talked about that.
Because the concept that logo originally comes from does that, and I was like, "That's an interesting choice." And then he was like,
It does it even
"Yeah, because
more,
Emperor
though,
Penguin," and I was like,
they used the Pentagon and the first segment of the outer collar, which I think that was a misstep.
"Oh, that's
hindsight,
right. It did
now
both
I
of
would
those.
probably just
That's
do
right.
this, where it's
That's
just
the difference there.
Pentagon.
That's right. Okay, I forgot about that difference because I was like, this isn't as bad as I remember it."
Right.
On Justin's concept, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Justin had the Pentagon and that section there that I'm highlighting.
Yeah, that
for
first one
reference.
Yeah.
section. What do you think?
This one to me, it
Who
kind
done
of
it?
feels like a Noah to me.
Does it?
I'm not strongly leaning Burkus. And he also
Burkus sounds like
could
a
just be,
disappointed parent.
he could just be like
He's like,
I'm cool with
gaslighting
Noah.
me with
right and or wrong.
he could be totally gaslighting me with, is that from the flag? But
I'm cool with Noah.
I'll drop it in there.
Cool.
It both feels like something Burkus would do and not at the same time. It's the third time I've made that comment. Either one of you guys tonight.
I'm a man of
This
mystery.
meaningless statement you keep throwing out there.
Oh, I know that one. It's a Kansas City Phoenix reference. I'm pointing away at my screen. I love how I'm pointing at the concept on my computer. It looks like I'm just pointing away. I know that one. It's a Kansas City Phoenix reference.
Kansas City Phoenix reference unlocked.
I was gonna say the what?
Pittsburgh Phoenix. Damn it.
Yeah.
Kansas City Monarchs.
It's on. I think it's quite literally the same. It is the same. I mean, it has to be the same design that I had with the gradient stripes last year.
But it was
except
flipped,
with
right?
blues
Because it
this
was,
time.
and it was flipped,
Well, yeah,
right? Because you
yeah.
didn't have an upper arm. Yeah, but it's the same fade to fade to black.
Yeah.
What?
The same fade. Yeah.
You had a black to yellow and a yellow to black, right? Because home and
Oh
away.
yeah, that's true.
I mean,
yeah, so I
the
guess,
gradient
yeah,
was
this
the
is-
same.
taking-
The gradient was the same way. It would have just flipped around. So
Yeah, so this would be Velcro. This would be Velcro sleeving the yellow jerseys. Which honestly, I love that as a concept.
Yeah.
Like the team just were like, "Hey, we can't get a full new jersey, but we can get a new torso."
and the black faded a little bit. It looks more like blue now. So
yeah,
they just kind of rolled us
They
out for the
dyed
rest
it.
of it.
They just kind of dip dyed it just from the bottom.
The pants are interesting in that they are like, they don't match anything really.
But the tongue is a different color, so that's interesting.
It is.
So now, was the other one's tongue different? Because I didn't notice if it was.
I don't know. I didn't look at the time either. It looks like it might have been navy, so I guess it would have been different too. It was just the same color as the rest of the pants.
On the last
previous one. Yeah,
that one. Yeah.
Ooh, so that offers zero help.
Seeing it not contrasting, I hate the non-contrasting pant tongue. Like on the previous one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I'd like it in real life.
I don't mind
it. Template, like on the template, you lose the depth of the pants a little bit, and maybe it's because it's such a dark color too that you don't see the outlining.
Yeah.
In real life, I don't think it's going to matter because you're not really going to see it.
No, it's very important to me. How it looks when I take it out.
You don't need to be in people's pants in hockey.
Oh, well, okay. So let's lock this one in and move on and forget we ever said anything about it.
So,
what do you think?
How much do you like the Phoenix reference idea?
Why do you care, Burkus?
I'm just curious.
Why?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking Burkus anyways. I'm not huge on the way that it turned out, but I really like the concept and the idea here. There's a part of me that's like, I feel like it'd be a beter design if it was a navy jersey, but then that would just be so similar to the
you just flip the arm.
My previous jerseys. I almost feel like it would be more similar.
Jersey, cut off the arms, flip them around, and resew them.
Yeah.
I feel like also, jersey guys. Even though it again would be similar, I feel like it almost work just design wise better if you flipped the arms around.
Okay, so since you locked it in as mine, this is mine, and the reason the pants and gloves are like that is that I just took the Pittsburgh Penguins pants and gloves and made them navy instead of black.
And before you said that too, I was gonna say it also might be yours because you know how much I like the Penguins road jersey, and it keeps that yellow upper arm fill. I don't know if that was part of your rationale.
I like the Penguins home jersey.
True, but I really like the road jersey too, and you don't.
All right, but yeah,
I agree. I think
their road jersey is the best in their set. And Burkus doesn't like it at all. So
it's so bright, though.
The Phoenix reference is awesome, but I think it does fall short. Like there's something about the concept that leaves me wanting something else.
This design, you mean, right?
Yeah. Penguins Road, beautiful. Alrighty.
Yeah, it is tough to pinpoint it, but
I can give you an update on your overall. Now you are at 70. So I think it was 71 last time.
Yeah, I think so.
So we're.
Well, I know I got that.
We're so close to the funny number again.
We're like asymptotally approaching 69%.
73, 71, 68. Shit, go back up. 71. Shit, go back down. 70. A little more.
Alrighty.
All right.
I think this is our last team for this one.
Are we stopping here? Okay. Is that half the league? Is that half the league?
No, Laguna will be half.
Laguna Beach will.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, editing Burkus here. So shortly after we finished talking about Kansas City, we had a little audio issue. So we decided to just call it there. We're gonna come back and record part 2. Actually, we recorded it yesterday, but yeah, so that'll be out tomorrow from when this is uploaded. Until then, enjoy the outro music. See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Jersey Nerds podcast. Check out our website at jerseynerds.wordpress.com to find the latest news, concepts, podcasts, and more. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at @the_JerseyNerds. Or just find all the links down in the description of the episode.